What's up, G Show land, and welcome to another episode of the G Show podcast. I am G1, and tonight we choose violence. The world is on fire, ladies and gentlemen. Anywhere you turn, things are popping off left and right, and it ain't right. It ain't right. And I ain't talking about politics. I'm talking about what's happening here right now in the geek culture. As I crack the first one of the day, let me introduce you to the cohorts, the co-hosts. See, I'm angry. This is the angry episode, all right? This is one where we're just fucking mad all day. Because there's a lot of shit that went down and it's pissing me the fuck off. But the cohorts, starting with JR. What's up, my brother?
Rip and tear. That's all I gotta fucking say.
Rip and tear. My God Almighty, my God Almighty. Coming in second, hey, my sip from another crib is a little hot right now, but we did the Sonic thing, so let's take a little bit of that. But you know what? That negative energy is needed today. My sip from another crib, Gam Z1. How you doing?
Man, a lot of news happened this week, didn't it?
Fucking whole bunch of news happened this week. It's unbelievable. Last but not least, hailing from the great state of the tri-state area. That's a thing now. That's a thing. We got Shin Rob, a.k.a. Robbie Buttafuoco over there.
Buttafuoco over here. All I gotta say, all hair the corpophagus and the cannibalistic long for the flesh, compelled to eat shit. We're good.
All right, let's start off with a bit of good news. All right, probably the best news of the week. Let's start it off with the best news of the week as I hide this over here. Here we go. Kathleen Kennedy stepping down as president of Lucasfilm at the end of the year. Are Star Wars fans rejoicing or what? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Wait. What? No.
Oh,
Ray's getting creative.
I love it.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. This isn't the Revenge of the Sith we were supposed to be talking about. We're supposed to be talking about the 20th anniversary coming up soon. But no. Guess who decided not to step down? All of a sudden, breaketh my fucking hearteth. Oh, God, this ain't even the thing that gets me the worst today. We got a whole bunch of shit. Oh, and don't forget, today is the last Friday of the month. So there's unpopular opinions coming at you today. I'm spinning all over the fucking place. I'm so angry. In the biggest fucking turn of the century, I can't even say that. The biggest plot twist since the ending of Empire Strikes Back, Kathleen Kennedy says, I ain't going nowhere, suckers. Some rando just posted that shit and took everything out of fucking context. So I'm not even mad at you, Kathleen. Not for this. I'm mad at the guy that said you were leaving, giving people new hope. Okay? But no. When my Skywalker was rising, when that shit was rising, the news came out, pow, went right back down. Matter of fact, that shit went so down, it went in and out the other side. And it hurt. It hurt. It fucking hurts. I'm sick of this shit. Because we need a regime change. I mean, let's not fucking fake the funk here. We don't know what's going on anymore. Grogu and fucking Mando is supposed to come out whenever the fuck. I have zero faith in Star Wars. I've had zero faith since the rise of Skywalker. Zero. I don't like the TV. I don't like the movies. I am absolutely done. And no offense to this beautiful fucking woman who has given me plenty of joy in my younger years with movies she has produced. Numerous movies. But alas, when it comes to Star Wars, I can't fucking take it. I can't deal with it. This is absolutely asinine. And I'm going to start with you, Brother Rob. What's your thoughts on this shit?
you ever go walking for like, a couple miles, you're sweaty, your calves are on fire, you're in your comfy walking shoes, and then you happen to be one of those with the testicles. You finally get home and you're like so ready to sit down and you sit on your balls. That's kind of what this whole situation feels like. I mean, I really don't know a better way to sum it up, but at the same time, it's like, how do we know shit's going to get better once she leaves? Because we don't. And who's to say it won't get worse? Because it might. If that's possible, I'll say that much. But yeah, man, I don't know. I mean, right here, she's producing several upcoming Star Wars projects. She started talking with Disney about a succession plan. It's like, even when she's done, she's out, she's retiring to, I don't know, fucking Honolulu. Where do rich white people go these days? I don't fucking know. Scranton?
Oh, shit. Too soon. Sorry. That's why I'm mad. I don't care. It's the Angry Podcast today.
But, yeah, like, it's like, I don't know. I don't know where to stand because I don't know how it's going to be followed up. People are saying, oh, Jon Favreau, chef. It's like, is that really going to be any better?
It would have to be Dave Filoni. I mean, he was handpicked by Lucas himself. It has to be Filoni. But like you just said, I'm worried about, because she's not going to leave. She'll retire and keep that one fucking pinky toe in the stew and fuck it all up. JR, what's your thoughts?
I don't fucking like her. Is she the reason why Star Wars is in the state that it's in? Yes and no. It's also, some of the creators as well, but she is numero uno on everyone's hit list when it comes to Star Wars because she greenlights this shit. She says stupid shit, and the products are just bad. Look, she was producer on some of, like you said, our favorite movies, Spielberg movies, Lucas movies. Like, she was a producer on The Goonies. I love The Goonies. Like, I can't take away, but she's just not good at Star Wars. Because to be good at something like Star Wars, you have to first be a fan. You got to know its history and lore, and I just never got that from her. She just seemed like someone that wanted to push, I won't get political with it, but it just seemed like an agenda for some of the Star Wars properties. Fine. But could you still give us good Star Wars? like what the fuck happened to Force Awakens? I still love that movie. And then The Last Jedi is shit. The Rise of Skywalker shit. I took a shit, and it looked exactly like The Acolyte. I'm tired of it. Like, there's good Star Wars in Disney Star Wars, but every time she fucking meddles, every fucking time you see it, and then she says, well, I'm going to step away. Great! 2 seconds later, I'm not going to step away. Fuck! Go do your own thing. How old is she? She's got to be in her 80s, right? Like, fuck!
She's like in her 70s.
Fuck!
It's just like she literally dark helmeted us. She said, "Fool you."
Dude, for real. I don't know. I think it would be better if she stepped away and, yeah, Dave Filoni or Chef Jon Favreau, I think they would do great. I mean, they would do better than her. And then you got, they're fans of the original lore, so you could get the lore masters back from original Star Wars and do shit. No! This is why I fucking hate Star Wars. I fucking hate it. And she is one of the biggest reasons. Disney. It's your fault too.
Disney. Gams, your thoughts?
Well, it was at first elation and then crushing expectation, because I thought it was too good to be true that she was stepping down, because she has expressed quote unquote love for this franchise and no willingness to let it go. So am I insanely crushed at the prospect of her just continuing to run this franchise into the fucking ground? Absolutely. But at the same time, we shouldn't have got our hopes up to begin with. We really shouldn't have.
Damn. So fucking fair. Oh, you know, and again, nothing against Kathleen Kennedy outside of, like JR said, it seems like there's agenda pushing, but at the same time, for everything that seems like that, you get a dope-ass Mando season 2.
True.
You do.
You get Star Wars Rebels. That was under her, CEO-age of the brand.
No. Well, yes, some of it was. It was actually.
Yeah, Rebels was during the Disney Star Wars era. So
yeah, but then you get fucking Obi-Wan and the Acolyte. It's like Miss.
Mandalorian season 2.
Miss.
Mandalorian.
Yeah,
season 2.
it's like
and Andor. Oh, let's not. And let me tell y'all something, Star Wars freaks. I did not watch that season 2 trailer on purpose, because season 1 is a piece of fucking shit. I know what happens to the guy. He dies. Spoiler alert. Fuck that bullshit show. I don't give a fuck about Andor. That show should not have been about that. They was going to say, we're going to make a Mon Mothma show, and we're going to show the formation of the Rebel Alliance through politics. I'd be interested in that.
Yeah.
I'd be interested in that.
Yes. Get Admiral Akbar as being one of them. I'd follow a series of that fucking mushmouth trying to form a fucking rebellion.
No, but what happens to Admiral Akbar? Oh, yeah, let's kill him in The Last Jedi. Stupid!
Yeah, that's true. Fuck!
I can't stand it as... Oh, God, here we go.
Black-suited Spider-Man comes in and says, I went from having a new hope to returning to apathy for this franchise regarding her Palpatine-esque return. Shame on me for having optimism as a Spider-Man fan. Listen, she straight pulled the Palpatine. She was like, she's gone. She's dead. She's not coming back. And 5 seconds later, we don't know how, but Kathleen Kennedy has returned. God, no!
Well, I mean, again, I don't think she flat out said she was leaving. There was a report from a Matt Baloney from Puck that Disney was putting her out to pasture. But apparently this dude has for years been beating on Kennedy like she owes him money. This is coming from Deadline, by the way.
Okay.
So he reported this week that Kennedy was retiring. Apparently he did the same thing a year ago, and she's still here producing all this other stuff. So I mean, like, again, maybe Star Wars fans just jumped at this news because it was like, oh shit, she's retiring, and it might not have been legit. We wanted it to be, but it wasn't, because some rando dude posted that she was retiring, and she just came back to clear the air. Now, again, I can't fault her for that, but at the same time, damn it, you didn't have to come right out like the next day and just crush everybody. I
don't think there was a single person that was happy that she's like, no, I'm staying.
Yeah,
no one was happy about this.
I agree. And you know what? It's going to come down to the box office. It's going to come down to the numbers on Disney Plus. you know, they try to pull the wool over people's eyes when they were talking about something like 7-8 million minutes of The Acolyte was viewed, but when you broke it all down, it just meant like 5 people watched it. You know, some stupid shit like that.
But that's another thing. People have to stop hate watching, because there is a base on YouTube, Twitter, the social medias that just watch this shit to hate on it. You're a part of the problem. You're giving them money. Stop doing that. Be like G1 and me. Just fucking stop.
Yeah.
Who cares? We'll get our news elsewhere about the new show and be like, you know what? It's not for us. You gotta stop.
It really ain't hard to do. You just, if you go to Disney Plus, if you find yourself on Disney Plus and there's a new Star Wars show out and you don't want to watch it, go to the Marvel section. If there's a new Marvel show on and you don't want to watch it, go to the Disney section. Watch Moana. Watch some other movie. Watch The Little Mermaid.
Watch What We Do in the Shadows. That series just had its final season this year.
Is that on
Watch
Disney
that.
Plus? Is that on Disney Plus?
Yeah, Disney Plus and Hulu mix match their shit. So yeah, it's on there.
So I mean, like, it's really that simple. And again, you know what kills me? The Skeleton Crew, which I had zero interest in, was really good. I still got to watch the last 2 episodes, but fuck, everything up until that point in the journey was great. There was nothing I didn't like about it. So that kind of annoyed me, but what are we gonna do? What are we going to do?
I don't know, man. Like, for me, it seems like Star Wars was a big part of my life, and I've just thrown it out and just dived into DC. It's like DC replaced Star Wars for me. And I'm okay with this, because Star Wars ain't giving me what I want. You know, good stories. DC is.
Yeah. All right. Enough harping on Kathleen Kennedy. I feel like we've done enough. Sith Lord. My God. You know, JR, that was not a bad way to segue into our next story of the day. The DCU going forward. What's planned, what's canned, and of course, Clayface. All right. Now, look. This week, we saw James Gunn and the other dude, which I should know his name, right? Peter Safran. As my wife comes and scares the shit out of me. Knock next time, woman.
I thought you were talking about Snyder.
No. Thank you. They came out this week and they basically held like a, what would you call it? A press junket. I don't know. But they came out and they said, look, we had things planned that ain't going according to plan. And we got other things that we're going to make happen. So a ton of things got pushed to the side. A couple of things I was sitting there like, why the fuck were they even trying to do that? Like the Authority, for instance. Why the fuck were they trying to do the Authority? And no offense, that's not, it's that shit is not mainstream DC. That shit is Vertigo, Wildstorm. You leave that shit in an alternate universe. I don't understand that.
I've got news that broke about the new Superman movie today as well.
Oh, you got breaking news? Get out of here. Talk to me.
All right. So there was another test screening that happened this past week, and some of the headlines I was seeing on Twitter is some of the people that saw it were like, yeah, that movie sucks.
Uh-oh.
Apparently James Gunn is talking about doing extensive reshoots. Something's off. That's all that was said. It was on Twitter. It literally showed up on my feed at like 2:00 today. And I was like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. Either someone's dumb or they don't know like what they're doing with this movie. I trust James Gunn over the casual audience, but that is something that came out today. Wonderful. So,
Games, do you think this press junket was damage control because maybe this thing did happen and people came out of that theater kind of murmuring doubt?
I mean, maybe. But, like, I don't usually hold press screenings or test screenings or anything like that in very high regard because, well, let's face it, a lot of the people in the test screenings for Godzilla X Kong really loved it. And, well, the general consensus, outside of my personal opinion, you know what it is.
Yeah.
Well, and I agree, but James Gunn did come out and say, he was like, yeah, we're going to reshoot a couple of things. We're going to be doing a couple of things different. We still have some time. Gunn said it in the article, and that, I don't know if that scares me. Because
you got 3 months to pull that off. I don't think that's even possible.
Yeah, I think they might have to delay the movie.
And I doubt that's going to happen.
That's where we're going to have to sit here and figure out because, you know, they're still editing the thing. They will edit this movie until D-Day, till it needs to drop.
Yep.
So we don't know what's happening in the editing room, but apparently that's what came out today. And I mean, for all we know, yeah, it could be just a bunch of nincompoops that don't get it because they're like, Superman, is that the guy with the shield that says Avengers Assemble? We don't know.
I doubt anybody is saying that.
I don't think anybody's confusing Superman for Captain America, but all right.
You guys would be genuinely surprised.
No, dude, that's impossible. Especially for the people that probably who have seen this presser. I just don't believe that. But
yeah, that was what I had seen today. I definitely thought I'd bring it up. Sorry to spring it up on you. I just busy work day.
That's good. I like that. So you got James Gunn saying, you know, they don't want these characters to die out. They want to bring new stories and new life. We want to introduce these characters to new generations. And I think we're doing that slowly but surely. That's what James Gunn had to say. I mean, look, what do we have? I had a list. We got Clayface coming out. We've got Peacemaker coming out. I don't understand this. Sergeant Rock. Guy, look, I get it.
Sergeant Rock?
Yeah. A period.
Yeah.
Directed by Luca Guadagnino. Whatever.
Italian.
It's actively looking for its star. Why is there a Sergeant Rock movie? I don't get it. There's no reason for a brief cameo later down the line. I think that one is a mistake.
Really?
I do. I think Sergeant Rock is a mistake. If you want to do that, you can make it the TV show and do it in line of like Band of Brothers. But as far as an actual just period piece war movie, I don't know who that appeals to. And I get it. I get it. They're trying to appeal to a broader range of people who probably don't read comics and like, oh, this Sergeant Rock thing looks like a good war movie and have no idea that it's a fucking comic book.
Well, yeah, but you could also have like G.I. Robot in it and like the Doom Patrol.
You could, but
like there's something you could do there. Like, I'm not saying I'm the biggest fan of Sergeant Rock. The most I know of him is from Dark Knight's Metal, but that dude's awesome in that comic. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. The animated movie Dynamic Duo is in pre-production. Now that's the one where they're gonna do this like weird puppet animatronic thing with the Robins, and I'm looking forward to that.
Puppet animatronic?
Yeah, it was some crazy ass thing, and I saw they did some like test footage like a month ago, maybe in December. I forget when I saw it, but I was like, oh my god! I think I posted it in the message chat, but yeah, you know, so they got that. There's a whole bunch of shit, but things that they had to cut. For instance, they cut the Amanda Waller show. Okay,
why?
They couldn't get the writing down. The story wasn't there. It wasn't coming together.
Hold on, Rob. I can't hear you. There you go. Good.
Go ahead, Rob.
Man, they couldn't get a story together for that. Watching Justice League Unlimited, it's there.
It's there.
I mean,
right
there's
there.
stuff you could do.
So here's what Gunn said. Here's what Gunn said. We are writer driven. We are not going to greenlight or put anything into production until we are happy with the script. It's hard enough making a good movie with a good script. It's almost impossible to make a movie with the script that you're writing on the run. So this is why something like Wall is out. But then this is why it's crazy. Scripts that haven't even been dreamt of have risen to the top of the production pile, with Sergeant Rock and Clayface being prime examples. The Clayface thing, I'm not mad at, because Batman, right?
Batman.
But again, Sergeant Rock just makes no sense to me. It just don't make sense to me. You got Superman, you got Supergirl obviously coming. Supergirl is filming now.
Damn.
It's the execs acknowledge that some projects on the initial DC slate they unveiled in January 2023 have met challenges that could bedevil Brainiac himself. We've taken a couple of cracks at it, but we still haven't been able to land. Waller, the Peacemaker Suicide Squad spinoff to star Viola Davis. Waller has been a bumpy road. A series on time-traveling hero Booster Gold was waiting for a showrunner to make time for it, but maybe, quote, maybe he fell out of love, maybe he got busy, but we had to pivot. So that's not happening. The Authority, which again, The Authority, I just got one. A superhero group created in the late 90s had a script that, quote unquote, has had a harder time coming along. It hasn't been much a priority. That's from James Gunn. And then this one is what kills me. This one shot me in the heart. Additionally, James Mangold's take on horror hero Swamp Thing seems to have cooled. James Gunn says, we talk about it occasionally.
What is going on?
And then there's the Batman problem, or several.
Yeah.
Despite strong efforts, any new movie featuring the Dark Knight seem years away. It's been 3 years since Matt Reeves' The Batman. That movie made over $772 million during the pandemic, but a sequel seems no closer than before. Safran says he has yet to turn in a full script, but what we have read so far is incredibly encouraging. What? So this is what drives me fucking nuts, because there's all of this other talking about, yo, they're going. But apparently they're not. They're not doing any fucking thing right now. But DC is also concurrently developing The Brave and the Bold, centered on Batman and Damian, his son. But although it was announced in 2023 that Andy Muschietti would direct the feature and be a producer on it, he seems to be at arm's length from the project. So we're developing The Brave and the Bold script right now, and he'll be the first one to see it, meaning Muschietti, while also strongly implying the filmmaker is not involved in the project's development. Gunn went so far to say he was now the driving force for the title. Everybody knows I love Batman, and it's important to me, so I'm working very closely with the writer on The Brave and the Bold, he said. The writer's name was never revealed. So what the fuck is going on? What is going on, DC? I'm so confused, because the things that they did greenlight was some animated stuff. We've got, where is it? Well, we got Lanterns, which a promo pic came out this week.
Oh, yeah, that looks, bro. Older Hal Jordan, starring Kyle Chandler. Come on.
Yep.
With Jon Stewart. It looks so good.
As the opposing crew comes in,
Spider-Man comes in and says, I legitimately cannot understand why DC struggles so much with their live-action movies when I find their animated movies so damn enjoyable, even Batman. Crisis on Infinite Earths trilogy. That's all I'll say.
That's all I'll say, too.
Oh, yeah.
It's just kind of crazy, but Gens, what do you think is going on here? Like, what are you looking forward to the most? Well, not the most, but what are you looking forward to, and what is what is something you kind of disappointed is on the back burner, if not altogether canned?
This whole situation with DC, they really need to get a, like, they need a plan, because everybody always, comparing DC to Marvel, right? Marvel, at least in the first 3 phases, they had a motherfucking plan, all right? And it worked out for them immensely. So, like, if James Gunn is having a plan, then why not just let him cook, and stop canceling shit and fucking other things like that. You just get your act together, DC and Warner Brothers, especially Warner Brothers. For God's sake, what are we doing?
Get to them real soon. Real soon. Rob, what do you think, man? What's some of the things you're happy is going forward or upset that is not?
Well, I'm really bummed out about the Amanda Waller show. I can't remember. Viola Davis, I believe her name is, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I love her. When she is a bitch, she is a fucking fun bitch to watch, and that's great. And having a whole show of just her malarkey, fire. Swamp Thing probably hurts the most.
Yeah, definitely.
Because Swamp Thing, I feel like no matter what major story you want to tackle, there's so much there for everybody. You've got the comic bookiness, as people say, but you've also got horror. You've got action. You've got a little bit of everything in Swamp Thing. And the fact that that's continuously being mishandled the way it has, that's what lodges a chunk of Polish sausage stuck between the linings of my heart. The Bears. Like, that one hurts the fucking most because we had a TV show. I think it lasted like 4 or 5 episodes.
No, they got a full season. It was, I think, 8 episodes.
Okay. And we brought back remake Jason to play fucking Swamp Thing. Fire. Down the shit tubes immediately.
And it was so good.
It was. That's what pisses me off. You do good Swamp Thing, and then you don't continue good Swamp Thing. It's just overall, I really don't know what or who to really pin it on. Because, I mean, James Gunn's kind of gone on record in saying that even with his Superman movie, it's not going to lead into another movie. And I wonder if very baseline, thin white wine levels of thin connective tissue is really all that we're going to get for the first couple of projects. So I'm upset about projects getting canceled, but at the same time, I'm also kind of glad that part of the plan was simply to just have projects, not that, well, this movie needs to be filmed first before we can even do this movie because that movie introduces another character that's going to be pivotal to this fucking movie. And we're going to do these 3 animated movies that are going to fucking lay the groundwork for all the goddamn subculture between these 5 different movies. It's like, no, it just seems like James Gunn just wants to get projects out. And yeah, so I'm upset, especially since the 2 things I was looking forward to the most are kind of gone-ish now. But in the grander scheme of things, I'm just going to let Gunn do his thing because I have faith, even though this doesn't inspire much of it. And I'm going to remember all of the promises and all of the mishandles that happened last time.
Yeah.
And I'm going to appreciate, or at least try to.
My biggest takeaway out of all of this is the end of Swamp Thing. I am a diehard Swamp Thing fan. I make no calls about it. It's Batman, then it's Swamp Thing. I love it. It like Rob said, there's horror, there's superheroics, there's this fucking lore that is absolutely unbelievable, and it transcends. And I fucking love it. When you do Swamp Thing right, it is absolute fire. This is what they're going to do. This is what they came out and said. DC Studios plans, the plan is to release per year, 2 animated shows, 2 live action shows, 2 live action films, and 1 animated film. That's per year. Now, that ain't happening this year. Oh, who knows? It might. It might. Because I think Supergirl comes out this year also. Peacemaker season 2 comes out this year. So there's one of the live action shows. Lanterns drops this year. So then we're just looking for 1 animated film and 2 animated shows. Well, 2 of the animated series that are coming out is My Adventures with Green Lantern, starring Jessica Cruz, which I'm not mad at. She's a cool character. And if it's anything like My Adventures with Superman, I'm all down for it, because My Adventures with Superman is, believe it or not, that is not my type of thing. I fucking love it. I fucking love it.
Oh, that's a great show.
It's a great show. And Starfire, they're making a Starfire show. Okay. In terms of what Rob was talking about before, here we go. The company aims to work in multiple genres and sizes of projects. We don't serve one kind of audience, so why make one kind of movie, Safran said, adding, working in a multitude of genres, it affords us the opportunity to allocate resources where they can make the biggest impact. We budget according to the demands of the story and the revenue expectations of each title. And while there will be connectivity between movies and shows to give that universe feel, the duo don't want each entry to feel like a chapter to a larger story. James Gunn says, we remain steadfast that each of these projects work as a standalone project. So you can see Superman, you can go watch Lanterns without having to see both of them. Although, if you can, there will be special things in there for people who have seen both. Okay. And there's that. And there's that. And you know what? I'm okay with that. Yeah. I am okay with that. I really think that the initial DCEU, it should have started with Justice League first and then branched out into solo movies. I just do the complete reverse. But Man of Steel was dope. Man of Steel was dope. It was a great jump off point. And then, everything else fell in place. Well, speaking of falling in place or falling apart, there he is. Clayface. At least this thing is happening. A rated R body horror movie. It is absolutely happening. They got a script. They love the script. Let's see what the script says. Look, we had no plans of making a Clayface movie, noted Gunn. Even after scribe Mike Flanagan pitched what they felt was a great idea, there was still a wait-and-see attitude. He turned in a script, and it's one of the best scripts we've read. So there you go. I mean, that's Clayface. Hard R, body horror. Are you out of your mind? And this is not going to be set in the Robert Pattinson universe. This is going to be set in this DC universe. Mm-hmm. Their reasoning was this doesn't fit with that grounded reality. I agree. It wouldn't have fit with Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy. So yeah, if we're gonna have superheroes, and we've seen it in the Superman trailer, there's giant monsters, which is an automatic win in my book. We got all of this crazy shit happening. An R-rated Clayface movie? I cannot wait to see what this is about. But Rob, I know you've been pining at this one, so I'll start with you.
So the fact that this movie is written by Mike Flanagan makes me very, very fucking hopeful, because if you have one foot in the door of horror in the last 15 fucking years, you know that Mike Flanagan, he's just been dropping bangers. I mean, I can't even list, but bro did Hush. Hush was so fucking good. It's not even on Netflix anymore. It's on fucking Criterion. So let that speak for itself. I love Mike Flanagan. I have nothing but high hopes for this movie. That being said, R-rated, body horror, Clayface, DCEU, not Robert Pattinson universe, fire. I have no fucking complaints. The only thing I'm worried about is the director. Because last I read, which was before 15 minutes ago, there was 2 people they were looking at for the director. But now, grain of salt, apparently the director is James Watkins.
Yep.
And James Watkins has an interesting filmography, we'll say. He was part of The Descent Part 2. He wasn't a director. He did the Daniel Radcliffe starring movie, The Lady in Black.
We'll get back to that in a second.
Yes, he did Bastille Day or Bastille Day. I like to say Bastille because it sounds cooler. And he also did last year's Speak No Evil with James McAvoy. So,
Oh, he did that?
he did.
Oh,
He did.
we shut that shit off. We shut that shit off 5 minutes in. Ugh.
But he was also a writer on that movie. He wrote the script.
Okay.
He, in this case, has only directed a movie that he only directed a movie that he didn't write once, and that was The Woman in Black. He didn't write this movie. Mike Flanagan did. And you'd have to be exceptionally ass to fuck up a Mike Flanagan script. So I'm trying to remain hopeful in his abilities, but at the same time, it's like, this is going to be a big deal. This is going to be a bit of a taxing movie in and of itself because you're doing Clayface. I don't know how much they're going to go with practical. I don't know how much they're going to attempt to do in camera, but that's an effects heavy movie right there. That, and on top of it, it's a horror movie. With everything that is a good seasonal dressing on this idea, there's a couple other things that's like, I don't know about that, but I'm over talking right now. Somebody tell me to shut up.
Rob, shut up, because guess what? You said this is a horror movie, and it comes out on a horrific date. September 11th, 2026. I mean,
Oh my God! Why would anybody release a movie on that day?
Are we even going to be here? Are we even? Oh, I'm not. Oh, wait, what?
Relax. But ultimately,
here's
I'm
a
hyped.
crazy. Oh, I'm hyped too. Here's a crazy thing that dropped yesterday. This awesome ass rumor as who can star in Clayface, who can be the titular character. And it was Daniel fucking Radcliffe, Harry fucking Potter himself. And I gotta say,
Guns Akimbo.
Who?
Guns Akimbo, if you're cultured.
Or
Cultured. That movie was terrible.
Shit.
What the fuck do you mean?
That movie was terrible.
You're wrong.
Wait.
No,
Is that the one where they fucking hammered the guns into his hands?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch that. But he was great in a Weird Al movie.
Yeah. He was the best part about that movie.
And the music. Come on.
And the music, obviously.
But listen, Daniel Radcliffe, I thought that is a fucking genius casting call.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I think the kid wants to get out of that stigma of Harry Potter, which is why he does, since Harry Potter, all of these weird offbeat movies or television shows. He does that one in the post-apocalypse that he did. Like, he does so much weird shit. This is right up the kid's alley. I can't call him a kid. He's not a kid anymore.
Absolutely.
But unfortunately, James Gunn shoots that fucking rumor down, and he said, it's not true. It's false.
Damn!
It's fake.
Fake news.
Fake news. It's manufactured. You know, the Jonathan Frakes show? I love that shit. So once again, not only do you take Swamp Thing away from me, but you take possibly one of the best fucking character actors that could pull this shit off and say, no, it ain't happening. I see you. I see your fingers moving. Don't say Jared Leto.
No! I would chop my balls off and throw them into the fucking Hudson where they disintegrate on contact before I ever suggest Jared Leto for anything except for public ball kicking until he poops out his ass.
I heard Jared Leto Skeletor in Masters of the Universe movie.
Which means I'm not going to watch it.
Oh, I am
Damn.
all in for that fucking film because I saw the dude who's playing He-Man and I was like, oh shit, he looked just like Adam. And then they showed the power sword. I was like, get the fuck out of here. All right, I digress. That's one. What's your finger wagging about?
Oh, I'm just curious. After we get Games and JR's reaction, just
All right.
mull on it. No Daniel Radcliffe. Who's your Clayface? Think on it.
I'll think on it. JR, what do you think of Clayface being R-rated and the writer-director?
So before I get to that, I will give my take on the James Gunn
Oh, yes.
whole fucking thing that's going on. If I was James Gunn and I had a Booster Gold movie, I would pick up that phone.
It was a
beep,
show.
boop,
It was a show.
or show.
Yep.
Hi, Edgar Wright.
Woo!
Of course Simon Pegg could voice Booster Gold's fucking robot. Yeah! Or Nick Frost! Fucking them both!
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
James Gunn, are you calling people? Are you actually getting... It's
You know what?
there.
JR,
It's there in my head. And I'm like, bro, you could do so much. 6 to 8 episodes, 30 to 40 minutes, Booster Gold. Just let Edgar Wright make Booster Gold. Edgar Wright's a DC fan.
DC
Simon Pegg's a DC fan. Nick Frost is a DC fan.
JR, next time you come down here in the 4th of July, I'm going to give you such a fucking wet kiss on the mouth, bro, because that is genius.
Yes, it fucking is. Booster Gold to me is a satirical superhero. It's there. For fuck's sake, I just bought. Wifey pointed it out and I just bought it. The Booster Gold trade that has issue 1 to like 40 plus the 1 million edition. I'm like, fuck, $30, let's go. I'm enjoying it. And with the Clayface thing, unless it's Cronenberg, it's hard because body horror in of itself has to be done right. And Cronenberg, to me, has been the only one that's really done it proper. But
The Thing?
well, yeah, but John Carpenter, since The Thing, hasn't done body horror worth a shit.
Has he done body horror at all?
No.
The Thing.
After The Thing.
Oh, yeah,
That's the
yeah.
thing.
Ghost of Mars.
Yeah, but that movie's shit.
Oh, yeah, that was a fucking movie.
I hate that fucking movie. That
Now,
guy said, I said, oh boy, I'm done with you, John Carpenter. You fucking done. Fuck was that? You know what I'm talking about, Rob. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
And it's not that Clayface inherently wouldn't make a good R-rated film or anything like that. It's just Clayface has been portrayed lately, especially in the Harley Quinn show that I stopped watching after season 3, as more of a like joke character, something up James Gunn's alley that he would like make a dark comedy out of. And that's how I see him as now. Making a more horror related, sure, yeah, I'm all for it, but at the same time, it's fucking Clayface. I don't.
And that's what kind of confuses me because I'm like, is that Harley Quinn show in this continuity? Because I know Creature Commandos is, and Clayface in that one was brutal.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
fucking flag up. I mean, he was just brutal.
And this is where I'm a little confused with what's in continuity or not, because the Harley Quinn show, apparently in season 5, they're introducing Brainiac as the main villain. I'm not going to watch it because I stopped after season 3. It wasn't appealing to me anymore.
I stopped at
Fine.
1. Fuck.
Yeah, well, dude, 2 seasons, 3 seasons, fuck that. But I don't know what's in continuity anymore because you have the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker, which Peacemaker season 2 is happening, so that's in continuity. But for some reason, Matt Reeves' Batman isn't in continuity with the new DCEU, but it's still connected to the Snyderverse.
It's not
Unless this shit's leading up to Crisis on Infinite Earths, I genuinely don't know what the fuck is going on.
Whoa, real quick. Where do you get that Robert Pattinson's Batman is connected to the Snyderverse? It's not.
Well, no, it's not. And that's what I'm saying. It's like Robert Pattinson's The Batman and those 2 movies. As much as we sit here and say, yeah, it wouldn't fit because it's too realistic, blah, blah, blah. It wouldn't fit in a James Gunn universe in the same vein as the Superman movie, which still hasn't come out. But I wouldn't be opposed to it because it's just Batman doing Batman shit in Gotham. That's how it's always been. Like he says, he's in the Justice League part-time. Like, Batman's always been like disconnected but somehow connected. You could somehow make it work. I don't know. Like the search for the Batman, Brave and the Bold. Just stop. Just have a cameo of this Batman and Superman. Robert Pattinson, let the Matt Reeves Batman 2 come out and then just connect it. It's okay. For fucking, it's a man in a mask. As realistic as it is, that motherfucker should have died in the Batman. As soon as his head hit that fucking bridge, he landed on the bus and got flown around like a fucking tortellini. I digress.
Clayface. That's one.
Yeah.
Games, what's your take on Clayface? Because now I've got my active, by the way. Games?
Hi, what's up?
Oh,
So my thoughts on Clayface. This whole kit and caboodle, right? So I don't know if y'all are any different than I am, right? But growing up with Batman the Animated Series,
Yep.
Clayface fucking terrified me. And the potential for an R-rated horror body horror style movie starring Clayface, that's right up my alley. I might go see that in theaters. I don't see very many movies in theaters anymore. This one I might. This prospect, this seems like this could pan out very, very well. Because Clayface, again, is a terrifying villain. Like, probably Batman's single most terrifying villain. Like, in terms of, like, pure gross out kind of body horror looking shit. Like, looking at it just fills you with fear. That's what Clayface was to me, right? But also his story is tragic.
Oh.
So they could bring that in and have more gravity and weight to it. Something that's far more close to what the comics version of Clayface really, really is, and bring that tragedy in there and not pull any punches because of that R rating. That makes me the most excited. And as far as Rob's question goes, with who I would like to see casted
Okay, yeah.
for
Go ahead.
Clayface.
Start it off.
You guys are gonna hate me, but it's because of his voice. It's because of his voice and how it links to how he sounded in the Batman the Animated Series for me.
All right.
Ron Perlman.
I'm not against that.
No, not at all.
I think he's too old, but that's just me.
Yeah.
That might be the case. He might be too old for the role these days. But just voice-wise, I would love to see Ron Perlman pull it off.
Yeah, him playing Matt Hagen was dope. And the whatever that feats of clay or such. It won. Did it win or was it nominated? Because I know Mr. Freeze that episode won, Heart of Ice or whatever it was called. But yeah, all right, yeah, I'm not mad at Ron Perlman. I just think he's too old. But then again, one of my picks, because now I got two, Rob, I got two. But one of my picks is just as old.
Yeah, mine's Bryan Cranston. I think that would be brilliant.
Bryan Cranston would work too.
Yeah, he's let's be honest. He's been a mad scientist in Breaking Bad. What's wrong with?
How we thinking about
Clayface?
Jeffrey Dean Morgan?
Wait,
Jeffrey Dean Morgan should be Martian Manhunter.
Papa
That's
Winchester?
okay.
We talking Papa Winchester, Jeffrey Dean Morgan?
Yeah, yeah.
Father Thomas Wayne.
Yeah.
Oh, Thomas Wayne, why you say that?
Why'd you say his name?
Bruh, no. Oh my god, Flashpoint Paradox.
Here we go.
Oh my god, stop it. You got me, Thomas Wayne, Batman, Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
When is your birthday?
Wait, Jeffrey Dean Morgan was already Thomas Wayne Batman?
Yeah, he was Ben Affleck's
Oh,
father.
well then never mind. He can't be played. He can't do any. Never mind.
So my birthday is next Sunday.
Oh, fuck. So wait, next Friday we're doing your birthday tribute?
Yeah, we are.
Save it for then.
Oh, dude.
Oh, you said Bryan Cranston. All right.
Bryan Cranston, yeah, I just think he's got the charisma. He's played a mad scientist before. And it would just work for me. And it would be nice to see Bryan Cranston like a character study rated R Clayface movie with Bryan Cranston as who turns into a horrific monster to just brutally murder people. I think could work.
It'd be
I don't
fun.
know.
All right, I'm going to go and then I'm going to let Rob go at the end because it was his question. So my first pick, because I got two. My first pick is not a stranger to superhero movies. And he's done both. He's been on Marvel and he's been on DC. And I'm talking about Willem Dafoe.
God.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking damn it.
Willem Dafoe. Okay.
Especially after Nosferatu, which 5 out of 5.
I mean, if we can't ever get Willem Dafoe as the Joker, I'd take it.
That's what I'm saying. Willem Dafoe, his facial his expressions in Spider-Man No Way Home, like that sealed the deal for me. But then he was also Zuko. I forget his name, but in Aquaman, he's Aquaman's right hand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's done both. He's done both. It's not like he hasn't done it. This was written by my coworker. It seems to me like he has fun with these, doing these movies. But with Clayface, something he can sink his teeth into, I don't think it's about having fun anymore. I think it's about showing that this dude is the fucking man.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying, Ron Perlman is too old, but then I think about it, so is Willem Dafoe. So I go with my second pick. Someone who's also not a stranger to the comic book movies. On the DC side. And hear me out because he's fucking perfect. Because I just watched them several times this week, and I'm talking about the one and only Jim fucking Carrey. Jim fucking Carrey as Clayface.
Jim Carrey as Clayface.
Because here's the thing, and this is the way I look at it. Playing a washed-up actor who's trying to get back into it, and they could do that goofy rubber-faced Jim Carrey thing that he always does, being as silly as he wants. He's the Ghostbusters now at fucking parties in Ghostbusters 2. Who you gonna call? He-Man. So, like, his shtick is dead. So what can he do to revitalize it? And let me tell y'all something. Have y'all ever seen Robin Williams in that one movie where he was like a real evil guy? I forgot what it was called.
Which one?
I think it was the one where he was in the Photoshop. I forget what it was called.
No, that's not 8mm. That's oh my fucking god! Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's a psychological thriller.
These comedians, and I think Jim Carrey did one too, and I'm not talking Cable Guy. I think he did one.
No.
Effect.
The butterfly effect, and he did the number 23.
Number 20. Yeah. So listen, you take a serious Jim Carrey, all right? Who gets to play goofy Jim Carrey. Nothing's working. He's trying to revitalize his career. And Clayface. Give it to me all day. Give it
okay, so now I need to burst your bubble because Jim Carrey refuses to do violent movies.
It's not violent. He's not going to be violent. He's going to be CG. All CG. All CG.
It's psychological horror, man.
And he refuses to do violent movies. We just watched Sonic 3. That shit was violent as fuck. It was violent.
Yeah, we did watch Sonic, and those were those movies apparently are the only things keeping him out of retirement.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, you throw a buttload of money at Jim Carrey and say, you want to be Clayface? And he goes, let me think about it. Alrighty then. And bam, we're all in.
Alrighty then.
We're all in. And you get all the little kids that see Sonic, and they say, oh, Jim Carrey. And they beg their parents to go see Clayface, and Clayface becomes $1 billion franchise. Bro, what are you doing?
Well, you took one of my suggestions with Willem Dafoe because Willem Dafoe, you can't go wrong there. But I was really trying to muster another one up so I could have two, and I was really trying to go for the washed up actor look, like an older actor, a bit more grizzled. So immediately and maybe it's part of Divine Comedy, but I thought of Kurt Russell.
Oh my God.
All
That's
right. All right. I mean,
you know,
Kurt Russell is no stranger to body horror movies.
no, he's not. And I like the man has had such a seasoned career and he's practically been a little bit of everything under the sun. So for him to take on a monstrous role that is also deeply tragic, it's like, I feel like Bro could have fun with that. And this is the part where I was going to say Willem Dafoe, but in my 5-minute window of thinking, trying to go off old grizzled actor that Batman enjoyed as a kid, and now he's down on his luck and he's not doing too well. Kevin Bacon.
Bro.
So
Thruster of Echoes. Yes.
basically
Yeah.
what you're saying is because James Gunn got pulled with both those actors, one for Guardians 2 and one for the Christmas special, they're easy to get.
Originally, I was going to say Clint Eastwood, but Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon, I feel, has always been an actor that's always had it, but he's never had the right projects to fully show it.
True.
And, you know, Footloose did its thing. Tremors, he at one point considered a down point in his career, but he was great in it. And even in a bad Kevin Bacon movie, turns in a great performance. So, yeah, Kurt Russell would be great, but Kevin Bacon, down on his luck actor that suddenly becomes this amorphous, hideous monster, bro, I'm up for it. I'm here for it. I want to see it. That's it.
It's gonna be Channing Tatum.
No. What's his name? Pepe Le Pew?
I don't listen. I love that dude. I don't care. Like he did a movie that Zoe Bell. This is all going back to DC. This is all gonna tie in. Zoe Bell Kravitz directed, you know, Catwoman in Robert Pattinson. And that movie was dope. But there was an actor that I had not seen in such a long time in that movie. And since you said Kevin Bacon, I'm gonna say Christian Slater. Where the fuck are you, guy?
Listen, Ryan Gosling.
He's doing a Star Wars movie apparently. Oh,
Star Wars.
My God! All right, listen.
Clayface is Knuff.
Listen, all solid fucking picks, to be honest. All solid fucking picks. I think Daniel Radcliffe would have been perfect, but maybe he is too young to be a down on his luck older actor. But I would have as he's a child actor, Harry Potter. I would have just brought it all into like real life. I would have made it as meta as possible.
No, that would be dope. And it's like he's dived into horror before with oh my God.
Antlers?
No, before that. Which Horns is a great movie.
Horns, yeah.
It's
the one where he's a corpse?
Before that.
Jesus.
He was like, it's old Victorian. He goes to this haunted house with a lady.
The Woman in Black.
Yeah, The Woman in Black. Thank you.
Oh
That director is directing this movie. Meta.
You're fucking shitting me, right?
Oh,
Just get Daniel Radcliffe at this point because The Woman in Black is fantastic.
Wait a minute. Maybe they did get Daniel Radcliffe and James Gunn is playing fucking you know what I'm saying? No, we didn't. No, who said that? No, who said that? I'm James Gunn, bitch.
This an hour ago.
Jesus.
I'm sorry, I wasn't here an hour ago.
Oh my God. All right, listen. From DC to their parent company. You know where we're going with this one, right?
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Oh, man.
Shut down.
Why are you showing me? Why you got...
Microsoft cancels Wonder Woman game, closes Monolith Productions and 2 other studios. What are we doing? Now, is it Microsoft doing the canceling, or is it WB doing the canceling, or who's doing the canceling? Who's canceling? Who out? We'll find out. We'll talk about it right now. Rob, I know you've been sitting on this for a long time, so I'm just going to wait. I want you to stew for a bit on that one. So I'll start with you, Gams.
Sure. Well, can't say I didn't see this coming, because, like, that game's been in development hell for a while, and, like, they 1 minute they're saying it's on track, the next they're delaying it, and now this. Now it's just gone. Reduced to atoms, even. Sorry, I just watched Endgame recently. And now... And now we're here. No Wonder Woman game. From what I saw of the Wonder Woman game, because, like, I'm going to be honest, I had no idea a Wonder Woman game was coming out until it was canceled. And then I saw all the things. I went back and saw all this shit. I have no words. Warner Brothers Games needs to get their fucking act together. Like, they have produced in the last, like, 3 years nothing but garbage. Fucking Mortal Kombat 1, while pure mechanically wise, yes, it's another pretty great entry into the Mortal Kombat series. That game's monetization practices and its DLC and its live service fucking bullshit, it's not it. Fucking, we just lost Multiverses before we even had a chance to get Godzilla into it, you know? Because that was rumored. That was rumored since that game was in beta, when the open beta was around and people were digging through the files and shit. And now they're just closing games left and right because their model's just not working. Well, maybe make good games. Don't make live service slop. Thank you.
Man, hey, there it is. Well, JR, your thoughts? Because I know you like Wonder Woman.
You want to hear my motherfucking thoughts? I'm listening to fucking Rip and Tear from fucking Mick Gordon right now. What the fuck? Listen, why? And this is a thing I've been seeing. People are like, oh, thank God Wonder Woman was canceled. Who would buy that? This asshole. You know why? Because I actually like her as a character. I like her lore. I like who she is. I like her fucking, most of her villains, the Greek mythology. Are you fucking shitting me? I don't know if the mic will fucking pick up my yelling, but this is fucking egregious. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, dude. Hear me out. The Arkham games. One of the best things about the Arkham games, especially like Arkham Knight, is you can change the look of Batman to pretty much like every greatest Batman of all time. A Wonder Woman game where I get to fucking play as Dark Knight's Death Metal Wonder Woman is canceled. Assholes! What the fuck? What is going on? Are you so fucking afraid of doing something different? It doesn't have to be different. You know what you do? This Wonder Woman game, just make it like Tomb Raider. She's gotta find some shit to do a thing. I don't fucking know. There's so much you could do. Fucking the Gorgons. You could have had her fight fucking Medusa.
Listen.
In a comic.
We need to go back to the Hulk Ultimate Destruction / prototype style of gameplay for superheroes.
No, like, no, not even, dude. I see the combat in this game, and it's just like the Arkham games, except you block with your shield, and you can use the lasso to, like, interrogate people from the old Punisher game, from the original Xbox, and you can also use it as a weapon. You can use your sword. Maybe not have her fly, because flying Wonder Woman is my favorite, but jump really high. There's so much, and you can fucking use the lasso to swing. Why the fuck did this get canceled? Who? Dude, Oh my God! If you could have been Wonder Woman from Kingdom Come in that fucking outfit with the wings and everything, I fucking hate you, Microsoft. I hate you, Warner Brothers. Whoever says this game wouldn't have made money, fuck you. It would have. This is my second favorite fucking superhero. Fuck all of y'all. Fuck all y'all.
What does Microsoft have to do with this? This is strictly Warner Brothers games.
Fuck Microsoft anyways. Fuck them all.
Anyway.
Oh, it wasn't Microsoft that canceled all this?
No, Warner Brothers and Monolith. It's still
Ah.
Microsoft. I don't care.
Hold up.
Hold on.
That was a pretty good rant there.
I'm sorry. It's just, it pisses me off because it's like, look, Superman deserves his game. He does. And I'm so down for that. But Wonder Woman is one of the big three. What the fuck have they done with Wonder Woman except kill her in fucking Suicide Squad, kill the Justice League? Fuck off!
Maybe that's why they killed this game. But
motherfucker.
Listen, here's what kind of irked me about this. There was a couple things I read, but this one stood out, all right? So there's a prolific comic book writer who worked on Wonder Woman and has the longest running tenure on Wonder Woman. Female writer, Gail Simone, one of my favorite writers. She's fucking fantastic. She's really good. Like, I mean, really fucking good. She gets comic books. She gets lore. She gets the characters. She gets it. And her DC stuff was fucking dope. She came up and wrote, so she said, everyone she worked with from the now shuttered Monolith and Warner Brothers was enthusiastic and supportive. I was asked to do long-term consulting on the game, and I was thrilled to do it. It was a perfect storm of stuff I adore. Wonder Woman video games and one of my favorite game studios, Monolith, who produced the Game of the Year Mordor games that I was completely addicted to. The game was gorgeous and expansive. It was beautiful to look at. I'm not going to give details for a number of reasons, but every effort was made to make this not just a great game, but a great Wonder Woman game. A showpiece epic. I love that line. And all of that was because of the team. Everyone who worked on it brought their A game. Programmers, artists, designers, everyone. I don't know that I ever worked with a team that cared more about making sure the end product was perfect. It was a dream come true. Wonder Woman had a dream team and they put their all into it. They made sure it had Wonder Woman and DC lore on every aspect of the game. It was a thrill and an honor to work with them. I know there's a lot of finger pointing going on, but everyone I worked with from Monolith to WB and WB was both enthusiastic and supportive. Everyone wanted to make the best game ever.
Oh, that would have been so fucking fire from Monsterverse Rodan.
Yeah, and what? Wait,
You have a comment.
What? Hang on. Not the. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, a double raw. I'll take it.
Oh, that's hot. Monsterverse Rodan comes in and says, the back and forth between the devs and Warner Brother Games. Now I gotta wait till 2035 for their Nemesis system patent to expire. I would have loved to seen it implemented for Wonder Woman's enemies.
There was something I read that said that they were trying to do it, but it wasn't really like coming through the way they wanted it. So they kind of scrapped it and made it a more akin to God of War PS4. And I wasn't mad at that because that's what I thought this game should have been.
What's fucking wrong with that?
The Nemesis system for Wonder Woman was going to be used in reverse. Instead of enemies recognizing you and your movements, people on the street would recognize you and you would be able to form a relationship with them, like a friendship and everything.
Oh, that would have been so dope.
I feel like that's perfect for a character like Wonder Woman because just like Superman, she inspires hope. And what better game mechanic to have than to talk to the people and be a person for the people?
Could you
That's what was really interesting.
And you know, I didn't even think of that like that. Because because like I really, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of glossed right over the whole Nemesis thing and went right into the style of God of War. But that makes all the sense. Like you said, she inspires hope. That is her character. It's her character, right? Like, that is the best quality trait about Wonder Woman. Let me tell you something in JR. Remember I said I got recommendations for you? Well, listen, motherfucker, I got recommendations for you. Absolute Wonder Woman #5 just dropped this week, and I cannot stop going bonkers over this comic book series.
Listen,
it might not be everybody's cup of tea with the art, but for me, the art really works. The story is where it's at. And it literally is. What if Wonder Woman was raised in hell? What?
I'm going to the comic book shop tomorrow. Just fucking absolute Wonder Woman. I'll go grab it. Like,
you can listen. If you can find all 5 issues, God bless you, and get them.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they have it
right now. I'm gonna wait for the trade to come out, and I'm definitely buying it. It was fantastic, and because even Raised in Hell, inspiring hope. That was the whole thing. I feel bad because I'm never gonna get to play this game, and yeah, I want this game because you know me, Batman's where it's at. I am an Arkham fan to the day I die. We did a fucking podcast last year, and I said my #1 game franchise of all time was the Arkham games, and it's true. And it stays that way. But this would have been the first, because I don't count Suicide Squad, but this would have been the first one to be like, oh my God, here we go. DC's God of War. Oh, God. I mean, fuck it. The new 52 Wonder Woman was God of War. I
literally was.
That's 2 for me. But I've said enough. I'm really fucking sad that this won't come out. I got both of those Mordor games. I played a little bit of the first one, never really went in and got into it, but it wasn't for a lack of the game. The game was fine. It was just preoccupied with other shit. I started it in the middle of something, so I never went back. This is something that, yeah, this is something that I am going to not miss, but yeah, I guess miss because we're never going to play it. But I'm sad that we'll never get to play it. I'm done. Rob.
So this game's cancellation came with baggage. And that's simply that Monolith Studios is no more, and Monolith was a big part of my formative years because they made Fear, First Encounter Assault Recon 1 and 2. And they also have a very rich history in boomer shooters with Blood and unfortunately Blood 2. They have a very storied history across many a different genre. And I think the scariest thing about all of this was their last published game was in 2017.
Oh, shit.
They were pushing nearly 10 years not having a published game. So hearing and reading that they were putting all of their best into this game and truly trying to make it everything it could possibly be doesn't surprise me at all. Because Monolith always, save for Blood 2, that wasn't their fault. They've always been just like a fantastic studio to go to for fantastic and quality games. And the fact that they are no longer here and, you know, this studio that I loved and looked forward to looking on the back of a game box and seeing that logo, that breaks my heart. What really breaks my heart about all of this, though, is just that I have seen multitudes of times since the announcement of this cancellation was it would have flopped anyway. Nobody was going to buy this. And let me just say, I have not bought a Wonder Woman comic, a Wonder Woman movie, a Wonder Woman figure, a Wonder Woman Dakimakura, which is a body pillow. I haven't bought Wonder Woman fucking anything. And I would have bought this just because I knew Monolith was getting into it. I would have bought this because Monolith were on it So your argument is invalid. Your father hates you. Your mother hates you. Your grandparents are dead because you suck as a human being. You have no fucking argument. Go die in a hole. Fuck you. So, Wonder Woman. The Nemesis system was going to be used in reverse so you could talk to pedestrians and actually build a friendship, a relationship with them. Fire. It wasn't turning out too well, so they went more towards a God of War style title for Wonder Woman, making it very action based, still very, very heavy on the lore. Fire. Didn't see a fucking issue with it. The more you dig into the past of this fucking game, the more you wonder, how is this not canceled years ago? Because here's the funny thing. Monolith had this game dropped on them randomly. They're like, all right, we'll do it. 6 months after they began work on it, the game was announced. The unfortunate side to all that, though, is that Monolith was originally working on a brand new fucking IP. WB canceled it because they didn't want to do another Shadows of Mordor game. And do you know what happened? Leadership left. So right then and there, they have no leadership. They're rebuilding their studio. They just got handed, quite possibly, one of the most important superhero games of all time. And then 6 months later, the public knew about it, and they were still trying to restructure their fucking studio while WB was just breathing down their throats with a fucking WB Games president who literally skirted by simply because Hogwarts, whatever the fuck, Open RPG Legacy was that fucking good. This is not Microsoft. This is absolutely WB, and I do not doubt that there are fantastic people working at WB Studios, but there is a fucking pattern. The people you have in charge, the people that you have pulling the strings, clearly need to get the fuck out, or at least some of them do. And thankfully, the guy that was in charge of WB Games is gone. He's done. He's out. Hadid, whatever the fuck his name is, fuck off. That's all I got to say about you, fuck ass. We got another person in. They're moving mostly, from what it sounds like, away from live service. And there's conflicting information that Wonder Woman was going to be live service at all. A lot of it is just speculation. Nothing was ever confirmed. But seriously, the more you look into and read in on this, the better it sounds, but the more hellish it really does turn out to be, because you realize just how much was stacked up against Monolith and everybody that was working on this game. This opens the lid to something way more fucking like devilish than losing out on a Wonder Woman game. It's just, you have a studio like WB Games, which is a subsidiary of WB Studios, and they're treating their devs like this? They're fucking pulling shit like this? And yeah, in gaming, crunch time, it's a thing. Shitty fucking time frames, it's absolutely a thing. But I think this might be the most egregious fucking act that we've seen since Cyberpunk 2077 when it fucking dropped. There's a bigger conversation to have here. There is a much bigger conversation to have here. 3 studios are gone. 3.
Yep.
3 fucking studios, not just Monolith.
Yep.
So it's a game and 3 fucking studios with an absolute fucking reshuffle going on here. The only reason I'm supremely pissed is because 1, I would have bought this game. And 2, a studio that I love and adore, and I haven't even played all of their fucking games, is gone. And it's not because they weren't trying. It's because the leadership and the parent company they were under, I'm blaming them, I don't give a fuck, clearly are a bunch of incompetent fucking poop-eating babies. Because not a singular fucking thing about this game, from WB's standpoint, was handled with any shred of professionalism from a fucking company that has been around for how many years?
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's a damn shame, but you know what? I mean, we could rejoice in one thing at least. At least we can still play Wonder Woman in multiverses, right? Am I right, guys? Am I right?
Until March. Until the end of March.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? What?
Yeah, Multiverses is shutting down.
I'm glad you said that. I set you right up.
I love this so much.
I just set that right up. The other two studios outside of Monolith that was shut down was Player First Games and Warner Brothers Games San Diego.
What the fuck?
They want to. So I want to ask this question: Did that guy Hadid, the guy that was running the studios, do you think he was forced out? Because I don't think he was fired. Right? He left on his own accord, and by that I mean forced out. Do you think it was because of Suicide Squad? Because that's the only thing I can think of.
It's a combination of Suicide Squad and Multiverses.
I can't say for sure, but yeah, if I had to put my brain to the grindstone and start cutting, I would definitely say Suicide Squad and Multiverses, because what do they share in common?
Their live service slop.
Their live service, digitally based games, or some digitally powered games, as they so lovingly called it, so lovingly referred to it as. If that's not telling, I don't know what the fuck is.
But didn't y'all say Mortal Kombat 1 was also kind of live servicey?
Yes.
Yeah, but Mortal Kombat 1 actually did numbers.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Mortal Kombat. It was always
it's
going to
Mortal
make money.
Kombat.
I mean,
Everybody in the Mortal Kombat fan hates it, but they're still playing it.
and we're getting what's his face as DLC.
Yeah, T1000.
Yeah, Robert Patrick, and he's coming back and everything. It's fine.
I still have not yet opened my copy. I've had it for now over a year. Yeah,
Really?
because I got it. Yeah, I got it Christmas 2023.
Bro, you have 2 controllers. Let's play that.
We should. But
We
that's
should.
the franchises, the key franchises. This Warner Brothers is. We had to make some very difficult decisions to structure our development studios and investments around building the best games possible with our key franchises: Harry Potter, Mortal Kombat, DC, and Game of Thrones. Now, I don't get the Game of Thrones thing.
Fucking
Get
Game
that
of Thrones.
shit
What the
fuck
fuck?
outta
It's
here.
because
Outta here.
Game
Fuck
of
outta here.
Thrones they think makes money. The problem is Game of Thrones ended. You're on House of Dragon. That's not. I mean, it's Game of Thrones, but it's not. You know who else has a throne?
What?
Elden Ring exists. We don't need Game of Thrones games. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh, hey, speaking of, all right. Oh, I get it.
I was segueing to the.
That was really good.
Spider-Man comes in and says, "Ah, yes, the super popular Game of Thrones mobile games."
Right.
Yes,
That's the point. What the fuck, bro?
it's fucking ridiculous, and like I just see with the Wonder Woman game, it could have the creativity there. There's things you could have done. It would have been different. Everyone who says it would have flopped, you're all idiots. Nobody gives a fuck about Game of Thrones. House of Dragon is not an action fucking TV series. It's a political drama. So nobody gives a fuck about Game of Thrones. J.R.R. Martin finished the fucking books. Fuck Harry Potter. You fucking, who gives a shit about your TV series? Hogwarts Legacy was good.
Time out. Did you just say fuck Harry Potter? You're the one ranting and raving made me buy the fucking Harry Potter
No,
game.
fuck Harry Potter. Yeah, no, fuck Harry Potter.
I fucking love Harry Potter. I fucking love it, but I am pissed. I'm pissed. Harry Potter, Hogwarts Legacy, great game. The Harry Potter movies, fantastic. The books, fuck, from what I've been listening to on audiobook, fantastic. But fuck you, you canceled my Wonder Woman game.
And that's
You don't do that to a man.
That's what kind of drives me crazy. Building the best games possible with our key franchises, and DC is right there in the middle.
That's because DC is a blanket term. What they mean is, fuck you, you're just getting Batman. That's it.
And I love Batman.
Yes.
I do love Batman. I do. He's my favorite superhero of all time, but
DC is more than just Batman.
I know.
Yeah, DC is so much
problem.
more than just Batman, man.
That's the problem. Oh, Monsterverse Rodan. I envy G1 for not opening that awful Mortal Kombat 1 game.
Yeah,
like a
no,
fart
Mortal
in a
Kombat
jar.
1 fucking sucks.
Wait, what? Isn't there DLC that you could be the Batman who laughs and the Joker? They're in that one, right? Or is that
Yes.
Mortal Kombat 11?
No, that's one.
That's what
No,
okay.
always
No,
happens.
no. Joker is 7. Batman is in 1.
What?
You broke up.
Yeah, you
Listen,
broke up.
G1, I'll buy the fucking DLC just so I can be the Batman who laughs.
We're doing it.
See if
We're
you can
doing
get the game working properly.
Listen,
it.
we'll be next to each other.
Yeah,
Look,
my point still stands.
Oh, shit. That's good.
oh my God.
Stop it.
All that hating aside, this is actually it ain't fun news. It's
No.
upsetting, you know,
Mhm.
jobs, all that shit. I don't get it. Like I don't get into the people losing their jobs. I'm so sad because you know what? I don't do what they do, and you know, I don't know. Let me stop that shit. It's fucked
Stop
up.
before you
I'm
get
mad-
canceled.
Right. I'm mad that I'm not going to be able to play this game. This game seemed to be great, or it was going to be great, and yeah, I really wanted it. But you know what? Game is pretty fucking fun because look, Wonder Woman. Yeah, we're not getting the game, but we got her comics. They're not stopping, right? They're not stopping.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she's going to come back in the films, right? So you know, a game gets canceled. You know, what game never gets canceled and is now coming out in the movies?
My current obsession.
I don't see that on the docket.
Yeah, no, that was a late addition. I cut some things, I added some things. The docket is fluid. The docket is
All right,
fluid.
I like this. I like it.
But let's talk. Let's be positive for a minute because again, the worst is yet to come, people. Motherfuckers. But the Minecraft movie, the final trailer dropped, and you know what? I thought it looked fantastic. I really dug it. And then Gam goes ahead and tells me something yesterday that really fucked my head up. If Gam can remember what he told me yesterday.
Oh yes, absolutely. You can see it with this little screenshot with the creeper. You see that all around the creeper? That's a physical set. That's not CGI.
You see, when you're doing things like that, you've got my money. Physical sets in a video game movie, the realistic aspect of it all. I just watched Sonic 1, 2, 3 and Knuckles, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Let's go fast. Great movie, fantastic movie, great show, good movie. How's that? That was a good one, right, Gam? That was my review.
That was a good one. That was rapid fire.
Boom. But I'm so down for this movie now. Video game movies are not a thing to be jeered at anymore. They're not the fucking bane of Hollywood's existence anymore. With the advent of better technology and all that shit, with the advent of fucking people growing up who loved certain games and then being filmmakers, Sonic, you get fantastic.
Oh yeah, and Minecraft is Minecraft's the most sold game of all time.
Yeah.
So, all right. I thoroughly enjoyed this trailer. I'm not going to break down the trailer and like that. It was fun. I had to throw it in here to break the monotony of being mad at everything. But who knows? Maybe one of us here in the panel does not like this trailer at all. And we keep the angry going. But I had no problem with this trailer. To me, did no harm, no foul. There was a lot more to this trailer that I was like, hi, I totally go take my kid to see this. Or maybe she could take me to see it because now she's an adult and she got her own money. Yeah, maybe that'll work that way.
Hey, yo.
Gams, what was your thoughts on this trailer?
So I've been up and down and all around with this movie's marketing, right? That first trailer was rough. That first trailer just... The only thing that positive that came out of that first trailer was the meme that is, I am Steve. All right. But the second trailer, the second trailer pulled it around, right? It started showing me more things that were interesting and that was starting to grip me. They should have started with this final trailer. I'm just going to say this movie now, to me, looks like something I'm probably going to go see. Because, again, I don't see very many movies in theaters anymore. Because of the streaming ecosystem, I just wait for things to go on streaming a lot of the time. I'm doing that with basically everything that's coming out of the MCU right now. I'm just waiting for Disney Plus. But this I'm probably going to go see in theaters. I love Minecraft. I've loved Minecraft off and on since it was in alpha. All right.
Jeez. Super fan.
And like, I've been playing this game off and on. And right now I'm in a very, very deep spell of loving this game again, partially because of the Sonic the Hedgehog add-on that came out about a month ago. But that's neither here nor there. This movie looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. Jason Momoa in this is genuinely funny. I think this is probably the funniest he's been since the first Aquaman. I haven't seen Aquaman 2. I don't know if he's funny in that. But Jason Momoa is funny. I'm still iffy on Jack Black being Steve because it's just Jack Black being Jack Black and just calling himself Steve. But at the same time, Steve's just a blank canvas of a character. So he could be anything because he's just the player avatar. So I feel like this movie's going to be a lot of fun. And this trailer confirmed a rumor that was going around a couple days ago where there was going to the rumor was that there was going to be a side plot between Jennifer Coolidge and a villager where they fall in love, and it turns out that the narrator of the movie was this villager the entire time. And this trailer might have just confirmed that. And I'm here for that. That's probably going to be the funniest thing in the movie. Is this, because if you don't know Minecraft lore, villagers with green shirts are known as nitwits. They're jobless fucking bums. You're better off just fucking killing them to better off your gameplay than fucking anything. They're useless. So that's probably gonna be a very big factor in that side plot, and it's gonna be very funny. That's my piece on this. I'm excited.
Monsterverse Rodan comes in and says, I am this movie's biggest hater! Honestly, even more so now. I will be watching this movie in 5 years in 480p on YouTube.
Damn.
In 35 different parts.
Yeah, right? Rob, I'm going to go to you. What do you think of this trailer?
This is probably the best trailer that they've released for this. Because, you know, I am, and I told this to Gams in the DMs, I am a filthy fucking Minecraft uber casual. I've enjoyed my time playing it alongside them as Sonic, whoever. It's fun, yes. But at the, like, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not really reading into the lore. I'm not watching. Excuse me. I'm not watching content based in and around it on YouTube or anything. I'm maybe the audience that they're trying to like really reach, the non-Minecraft people, save for the kids and the fans. And the first two trailers really didn't do shit for me, to be completely honest. Oh, that's another one, and I digress.
Whoa, hey.
Whoa, hey. So this trailer, though, Jesus fucking Christ. You know, honestly, and I don't mean to get all romantic and shit, but this trailer only got better once Gam explained shit to me, because that shows me something very fucking crucial about this movie. the people writing this, the people who have something to do with this, clearly know and love the game. Because there's shit in this trailer that it's like, why did they use a water bucket to do all of it? And it got explained to me. And it's like, oh,
Yeah, that's the water bucket clutch. If you're falling and there's fall damage in Minecraft, you will die if you fall too much. But if you use a water bucket right as you're landing, you won't take any damage.
fucking magnificent. I had no fucking idea because I don't give a shit. But to close it off, it's a fun trailer. It showcases things that I wish the first trailer did, because then I would have known sooner. But even then, as fun as this trailer is, I will probably wait to sail the 7 seas for this one. Either that, or I don't know if Drew buys it. Gam buys it digitally on Xbox. I'll watch it.
That's movie share.
I don't know if Gam's gonna do that, because I asked Gams if it was Sonic 3 and
Listen, I'm getting around to it. I just got a job today, RJ. All right.
Special shout outs to you and your job. I wanted to tell you that before, but I was so caught up with Knuckles and Sonic. I'm sorry, but I fucking love you. And I'm happy for you. Yeah, no, but the explaining of things when it comes to the lore, Gams did the same thing for me. Straight up, watching certain Sonic things, especially Sonic 3, I was like, oh, because I was asking a lot of questions, and it's probably pissing them off. But
No, I love questions.
I agree. I'm happy you did. But
that menace Spider-Man comes in and says, I haven't touched Minecraft since the original dev told us to pirate it long ago. Trailer was pretty alright, but I won't watch this unless it's with you guys.
Oh,
Listen,
shit. Moving on. Set up.
Oh, it'll happen. I'll have an external Blu-ray player by then.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of externals, what's your expertise thoughts on this trailer, JR?
Yeah, what the fuck's wrong with y'all? I've liked the way this movie looks since the first trailer, because I don't know. Like, I'm a Minecraft fan, but I don't fucking know the lore. I played it, like, I waited for it to drop on the 360 back in 2011, and I played a game called Total Miner, which was a Minecraft ripoff. And that's a terrible title, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
And it's still available on Steam and the Xbox store. It's a good game. Minecraft, I've been playing, like, since I was literally 17. Wow, that's crazy to think about. Oh, I'm having an aneurysm that I was 17 in 2017. I digress. That's number 476. This movie looks good. It's campy. It's campy fun. And I'm okay with that, because what the fuck else do you do with a Minecraft movie? Like with Sonic, you get Jim Carrey, you redesign Sonic because that horrible monstrosity gave me nightmares. I still love that original design of Sonic, by the way. And then you make 4 movies out of it in a TV series. Okay. Well, 4
was going to be 4.
Yeah. We all know 4's coming. Come on.
Oh, it's got it, because now I'm invested.
And then you have the Super Mario Bros. Movie, and the original was ass, so they made it animated, and it works for the general audience. That's fine. So what do you do with Minecraft? Play into the camp. The fact that Jack Black's like, I am Steve. No, you're not. You're just some asshole. Because I was fucking Steve, and I was just some asshole. Jack Black is us, who played the game forever and learned all this shit. And then you have all the noobs coming in. Jason Momoa hamming it up. Bro. And then you get Enid from the fucking Wednesday show. I'm in. I love the design. And in this new trailer especially, the design of the creatures, the environments, and the fact that, yes, it plays into the absurdity of Minecraft. 2 pandas eat and have hearts, and then their baby just appears. It just spawns into the world.
Yep, that's Minecraft.
It's fucking brilliant. This movie's a fever dream. It's playing up the fever dream aspect of Minecraft, and I couldn't be more excited for it. And I know people are gonna hate it. That's totally fine. You can have your opinions on the trailer. I'm going to see it in theaters. Day fucking one. I'm sorry. Like, I'm fucking down for this shit. It's good. It's good comedy. It plays up the campiness, and you get fucking big name actors just having fun.
Bro, do you think they're going to make a texture pack for the actual game based on how this movie looks?
I hope so, with ray traced reflections if you have it on PC.
Yes.
Oh my God.
But I'm down for this shit. I'm down for it. And it's weird coming from someone like me, because since the first trailer dropped and everyone thought I was going to hate it, I was like, no, that looks good. And I've retained this. And it's not a joke. I'm telling you, as the audience in the cohorts, I am not fucking joking. I genuinely like this.
He does, because he says this is coming from someone like him. I don't buy that one bit, because this is the guy who streams My Melody. So, I mean, what the fuck?
Yes. Listen, Hello Kitty Island Adventure is a great fucking game. Spider-Man says JR is a clone.
I knew it.
This man just has range that is unexpected. Believe me,
It's so random with me, and it's like when I like something, I like it, and this. It hits, it's just hitting something in me that's like, yo, I can't hate this. Even in that trailer when fucking the chick from Stifler's mom hits the villager.
That's funny.
I was down. I genuinely sat there in this trailer. I was like, if she makes a comment about his eyebrows, I'm immediately going to think about American Pie Reunion with Jim's mom and his fucking eyebrows. And it's all there. They didn't make the joke. But to me, I made a connection. I was like, holy fuck, this is Stifler's mom and Jim's mom all over again. I don't... Get in my brain and you guys will figure this shit out. I don't know.
Nana,
I don't know
Nana,
if I want to do that.
Listening, Nana, if you're listening, he made a connection. You better hurry up and put a ring on it.
For reals.
The last thing I'm gonna say on this is, it would have been funny, because everything JR said was fucking awesome, and it's true. It's just so Minecraft. It's like the character, everybody having fun, the actors having fun with the source material. I would have loved, seriously, if the entire trailer played like the fucking menu screen music. The entire trailer, that would have been fucking nuts.
If it was nothing but actual like C418 compositions, because that's the composer for Minecraft. Is the name is C418.
See, Gams, ladies and gentlemen. Gams, ladies and gentlemen. Oh,
I love Minecraft. Oh,
you guys don't understand. When the logos for the movie are playing in this movie, it's going to play the main menu theme song. It has to. If it doesn't, I'm going to be disappointed just from that, because that would be fucking brilliant.
No, I think with the Super Mario Brothers movie, Sonic 3, I think they get it. They understand now what makes a great video game movie, right?
Staying true to the source material.
Exactly. Mario, obviously, because it's all, computer generated, it's a cartoon. You could do anything you want, and it's Mario, and it worked. Sonic 3, I mean, the addition of the human world of Earth, real people, real characters, and then Sonic, there's heart in all three of those movies, and it's there. But as Gams was pointing out, and while I'm watching 3, I've never played Sonic Adventures. I played maybe the first level of Sonic Adventures 2, but Gams is like, oh, this is the music for this. This is the theme for that. This is this person. This little cameo right here is this thing. I love it, because that is playing to the audience. Why are we making this movie? It's playing to the audience. I can't see Minecraft not doing that. They are learning. As these things progress, they're learning. You know what? I hated that reboot of Mortal Kombat 2019, really? 2020. I fucking hated that movie. But do you see the poster for the new Mortal Kombat? Johnny Cage, and it's fucking
Carl Urban.
Carl Urban. Oh, you're learning, and I am all for that. You know who's not learning though? You know who's not learning?
JR's ass.
Ubisoft. Ubisoft is not learning
It's not.
because Assassin's Creed Shadows it leaked, and Konami, JR.
Oh,
Konami signs Bloober Team for another game. What game could it be? I have no idea.
I'm done listening to the seatbelts. I'm going back to Doom.
Gams. This news right here. What do you think of Assassin's Creed Shadows being leaked? Which I think is and then
that's
Konami.
the funniest fucking shit ever. That's the funniest fucking shit. I wasn't playing this game again. I thought Assassin's Creed after fucking what was it, Brotherhood? What was the last Ezio game? After that. I haven't given a shit about fucking Assassin's Creed in years. So just seeing this fiasco go down, all the crap.
Gam. You're
He
breaking
just
up
turned
heavily.
into a literal transformer before our eyes.
Yeah, you're breaking up heavily.
Oh my god, I am sorry. I had a little hiccup in my internet. Am I good now?
No.
You're still going.
No. Hang on.
Okay.
All right. I can't invite him back. She wants pee-pee. Anyways, remember to join the Discord and like and subscribe. For real.
Yeah.
Let's just take the time to do that. And before G1 gets back, Spider-Man comes in and says, Ubi shit talk at long last. Monsterverse Rodan says, Ultron, no! Yeah, you sounding like Brainiac after the Justice League fisted his ass.
We're talking wrist to anal rim ratio.
Listen, once you get to the elbow, you can barely feel the arm.
Jesus fucking Christ all fucking mighty. There is a God. I've seen it. And that comment literally might have made me a born-again Christian. Jesus fucking Christ. JR, you are unfucking hinged.
I'm sorry. It's been a
I have-
fucking week.
Apologize because it's funny.
Am I back? Am I
You're
good?
back, brother. We hear
Okay.
ya.
Okay. So
Oh my God.
again, I haven't given a fuck about Assassin's Creed in years. Okay, I don't know if y'all heard the last game that I gave a shit about that I actually played in this franchise was the last Ezio game, be it Brotherhood, whatever the fuck it's called, the last one where he finally dies of old age or some shit.
That's Revelation.
Revelation. Thank you.
There you go.
That's the last one I fucking played. With maybe dabblings of Black Flag because pirates.
Yeah, play
not-
through Black Flag. It's worth it.
But this whole debacle with this game since its announcement and the anti-woke crowd crying out their fucking assholes about a black man being in Japan because they're just racist and don't want to admit it.
No.
All the way to the fucking development behind the scenes, just their usual dickish selves because I fucking hate Ubisoft and everything they stand for, just like EA, just like Warner Brothers Games.
Damn.
This game leaking this early because this game's not supposed to come out till like next month, the middle of next month or some shit.
I think the 20th.
This is the funniest fucking shit I ever hear. The incompetence on Ubisoft's part is astounding. Please, for the love of God, let some other studio just buy Rayman from them. Fuck.
Rob, let me ask you a
Now,
question. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Game. Yes.
Oh, I was now going to address the Konami Bloober Team thing.
Well,
Well,
you know what? Let's. I put them together. I did. That's my bad. Let's do this one first, and then do the Bloober Team
okay.
after we
Okay.
get the.
Oh, I already got to the comments. Don't worry.
Oh.
You're good. You're good. I was on top of shit.
Well. Just because.
Well, yeah.
Oh shit! Everything's going. Fuck.
I love Batra from Heisei series Godzilla.
By the
He
way,
did.
I love
Super
Professor
7.
Drager.
don't forget to pre-order your Super 7 Batra right now, Logomothra. Ha! Rob's got a link in the description. You can send it to me. I'll put it in the description. Get yours today. Super 7! I'm coming for you. Real
Y'all need to stifle that
real
shit.
fucking-
Go watch my reviews.
son of a bitch. All right, anyway, Rob,
Yes.
what do you think of this leak of Assassin's Creed Shadow? And do you think this might have been Ubisoft doing the leaking themselves? Trying to, maybe skirt some shit?
So, first off, I do think also it's fucking hilarious. Not in the negative connotation, though, but because all of the leaked footage I've seen, the game actually looks pretty good. To
Ayo.
be completely honest, like, I was seeing people rolling and cutting shit, going through the fog, and it's like, this game doesn't look too bad. What the fuck? What is this? How is it? Now, Ubisoft is a fucking meme in and of itself. They're Duracell. They just keep going and going and going. That's Energizer. Fuck
I was
you.
gonna say.
I don't give a fuck. But they really do just keep going and going. And the fact that their latest game that they are delaying consistently because they're this close to that of bankruptcy, and the fact that it's leaking and it actually looks competent is honestly just the greatest divine comedy I've seen since Dante's Inferno. Like, the game doesn't look bad. And from the jump, I thought it was a very cool, idea to go with. It's simply just that, and I do agree with this, but I also don't give a shit because I don't care for Assassin's Creed whatsoever, is that it doesn't look and or feel like an Assassin's Creed game. It feels like literally anything but an Assassin's Creed game. And to which I pose the question, is that really such a bad thing? For a game to essentially take the fucking Fonzie jump the shark leap and just be something in and of itself entirely. Because
I mean, they're still assassins. Ninjas are
Yeah.
assassins. So
technically, yeah. And I'm looking at this and I'm going to be honest. I don't give a fuck that the main character is a black man in Japan. I don't care who the fuck you play as. When it comes to me, I just want a fun game that's cool. And for the first time in my life since the original Assassin's Creed came out, this game kind of just looks cool.
I mean, I find it funny that, this thing did leak, especially after all of the fucking things that was being said about it, like the hate it was getting. The only thing I could think of that made me angry was, the music selection when shit was going down. I mean, really? We're gonna do hip hop when the samurai is on, you know what I'm saying? Because he's black. That is
That's
unjustifiable, right?
they was tossing 808s over flute music, bro.
And then at the same time, it's like, whatever, man, because as I say, whatever here.
Our Lord and Savior Spider-Man comes in and says, graphically, it does look nice. I just can't justify buying Ubisoft games, though, since Black Flag.
Agree. I mean, I haven't bought an Ubisoft game since Rayman Legends.
And speaking of buying things, in the comment section, get the bundle. Get the Mothra Batra bundle pack right there in the comments. Click the links. Get it. Hook up my brother Shin Rob. You know why? Because he's Robbie Badafuko over there.
Robbie Badafuko over here. Let me hook up with a hot Italian woman in jail, please.
Bro, could you imagine? This is the funniest thing.
That would be fucking
Just be a man.
I am a man. I'm just a lonely man.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. I want to play some music.
I need to get to Jersey and hug this poor bastard. Jesus Christ.
Please do. My wife has left me. My family's left me. My kids fucking hate me. All I have to look forward to is Doom and Metroid.
And Friday nights here on the G Show.
And Friday nights here on the G Show. Like and subscribe. Get into that fucking Discord server.
Oh, man. Listen, you know what's funny? Seriously, as Spider-Man swings through and
Spider-Man says, I'll hug this man.
Come here, you fucking bastard. I'll hug you.
Whoa. Calm down there, Peter. Okay.
You know,
Peter.
we hit the 2-hour mark, and there's still 2 more topics to talk about. But before we get into that, let's talk about the Bloober Team and how KONAMI apparently said, what? Wow, JR, I thought you said your piece on Assassin's Creed.
No, I haven't said shit.
Okay, Assassin's Creed.
I don't agree with people being called racists. People wanted samurai and strictly Japanese, and even the Japanese people in Japan are like, this is bullshit because it's not accurate. We don't like it. So they went ahead with it anyways, and the game looks like shit regardless, so who cares if it's racism or not?
But it is historically accurate.
It's not. If you look at the historical records, it's not. And we could get into that at a different time because he was not a fucking samurai.
You know what the problem was? The problem was they should have just put Afro Samurai in there and nobody would have fucking batted an eye.
Well, it's not even that. It's just people wanted one thing, they got another, and then they get called a racist. And it's like, no. Feudal Japan. I've been asking for feudal Japan, and I'm not going to play this shit. And even if I did, I'd play as the Asian girl.
Listen, it's not specifically people who wanted one thing and got another and were disappointed. It's the this is woke / this is DEI crowd.
Kind of comes off as that, but
All right, my thing is this: why didn't they just make it a fucking Japanese samurai?
well, that was the whole point, and that's what people were asking for, and then they didn't. And then people were like, well, we don't want this because this isn't what we were asking for. And then people like Monsterverse Rodan, who's beautiful, says, I am this movie's biggest...
That's not it. This is the one. Whoops.
Konachi rather than Ninja Man was a wild decision.
Listen, man, people need to realize not every female ninja's got titties the size of your fucking future. This isn't fucking Dead or Alive.
Listen,
This
It's
isn't
okay to be
Uncharted.
upset by that.
I'd still bang her. I love Asian women, and I if I bought this game, I'd play as her. That's beautiful.
All right, let's talk about KONAMI and Bloober.
Oh,
Yeah.
now you really want to get me pissed.
Yeah, no, that's where we're going right now. I'll give my 5 takes on it real quick. I don't think it's going to be another Silent Hill. I hope it's Castlevania. That's my
Yeah.
Gams.
Well, I don't know much about the Bloober Team, but I do know a lot about KONAMI. So while I'm thinking this is probably going to be Silent Hill, I'm hoping that it's going to be Castlevania.
2 for 2. While Spider-Man comes in. Ba-ba-ba-dum-bum.
But I love Dead or Alive, Rob.
So do I, Spider-Man. I do. But after what they did last time with over $1,000's worth of DLC costumes, it remains dead. And it should stay that way.
I knew this one was going to go long. We're going to get 3 hours. Rob, Bloober Team, Konami, coming back.
Let me be fucking real with all of you for one quick goddamn second. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm so pent up. So much testosterone. Fuck. God damn. Let me tell y'all something. Bloober Team, Castlevania, keep it. I don't fucking want it.
Oh.
Because let me tell you, there are a bunch, a handful, a Titan-sized handful of other studios that could do Castlevania in both a breath of fresh air and a better way than I have any faith in that of Bloober Team. I will say that entirely. That being said, I think we need to cut the brass tacks here. Bloober Team needs to fix what apparently is broken. And I think we need to stop tap dancing around the subject. Spawn 1997 animated series, HBO series. If you haven't watched it, watch it. And we need to do a Silent Hill 1. Fuck 3, fuck 4, fuck everything that came after. Fuck Bloober Team and whatever the fuck. I don't know. I haven't played Silent Hill 2 Remake. I have to wait until October because I'm an Xbox user. And I think we need to really bring forth the genius and the fantasticalisms that was Silent Hill 1. Because Silent Hill 2, yes, it is known as the fucking Nepo baby of the franchise because that is where it peaked. That is where it became the franchise it was. But all we have for Silent Hill 1 is Silent Hill 1 and Deadly Silence, and that's it. If anything is in need of a fucking remake, it's Silent Hill 1. Fuck Castlevania. Give that to Platinum Games.
Oh.
Okay.
I'll say that much.
Hey,
because
can't give it to Monolith now.
Ray, I said it to you once and I'll say it to you again.
Don't throw away your life so recklessly.
Because truly, don't throw away your life so fucking recklessly because I'll make this a 4-hour podcast.
Oh, I got plenty of time.
But realistically, go for Silent Hill 1. Silent Hill 1 has remained pretty much just untouched. And Silent Hill 2, I understand. It's the more popular of the franchise. But if your main focus is that of remakes, go for Silent Hill 1. You have to give the entry point the fucking love it deserves. Whether, again, I haven't played Silent Hill 2 Remake, and Jahar has, and he has his thoughts and opinions on it, whether they are deemed worthy to tackle such an initiative. I mean, it seems like it's pretty much just set in stone at this point. So I would rather a Silent Hill 1 remake instead of a Silent Hill reboot from this company because I've played Layers of Fear and there's no layers there. There's no fear there. That's awesome. Hey, St. Batra comes in with...
I hope it isn't Castlevania just because I don't want Bloober fucking touching it.
Okay, what do these people do?
What if it's Castlevania 64? I'm down for that.
Listen, I'd rather fucking sit on a fucking molten hot lava fucking sofa than have anything anywhere near and close to Castlevania 64 ever having another chance, another breath of fucking life. I'm talking Creed. One last breath level of fucking get the fuck out of here, stay the fuck away from me, my child, my wife, and my cousin, and fuck you. Because there is a way to do things, and that was not it.
And with that being said, I'm going to shut the fuck up and take a wicked Jaquiz Rogers. Good.
All right.
You know, not for nothing. It ain't like they're gonna do Symphony of the Night. Wait a minute.
No, but like, what did
Lord help them. They
Bloober
better
Team
fucking
do?
not.
Listen, you want to know what Bloober Team fucking did? Go watch my review of Silent Hill 2 fucking remake. I ain't even finished the fucking game. That's what they fucking did.
No, that can't be it. No.
Was nominated for a bunch of awards.
Yeah, by a bunch of fucking... Is it my turn?
Yeah, I was waiting. Yeah, I'm waiting for the rank.
Okay.
I'm waiting for you to get in there.
And I had this discussion with a bunch of people I never met before as I waited, because Tuesday of this week, I was on my favorite YouTuber's live stream, and I talked to him about PC shit, but I was talking to all the other fans of his show, and it's one thing...
Real quick, I got to jump in here.
Yeah.
The next time you're on there, could you tell him to do another one of those retrospective Power Ranger things? Because I love those from him. Please. Thank you. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was sitting there and we were talking and we were cams on, mics on, and everyone was like, yeah, Silent Hill 2, the remake it's good with technical problems. And I was the only one that was like, you mean a steaming pile of garbage? And they were like, well, what do you mean? And I was like, well, coming from someone who owns the original PlayStation 2 copy, 2 versions of the original Xbox, and then I own the fucking remakes for the 360 PS3, and then I own 2 copies of this fucking remake, fucking multiple Pyramid Head figures and statues, stuffed animals, and a fucking Silent Hill 2 limited edition fucking headset that I have yet to fucking unbox. Let me tell you something about why this fucking team shouldn't fucking touch another goddamn Silent Hill fucking IP ever again and shouldn't fucking do anything. Fuck them. They used an engine, didn't optimize it, shipped it out, and it runs like shit. And then everyone in the chat in that fucking waiting room was like, oh yeah, you're right, this game is kind of shit. And I was like, oh no, that's just the top of the fucking iceberg. It's plagued with performance issues. It's plagued with retcons to the original game. And not only that, and I said it in my review, why does it look like Silent Hill 1 and not Silent Hill 2? Is it because you were trying to make Silent Hill 1, and then they said, yeah, make this into Silent Hill 2? Thank you, baby, for my alcoholic beverage, because I'm gonna fucking need it, because I'm sitting here talking about Silent Hill 2 remake, and I haven't even finished the fucking game? Why does it run like shit? I spent $2,000 on my PC, and it runs like shit! I spent $500 on a console and it runs like shit. I can't even shit as much as this game shits. And then they want to make another Silent Hill game, and it is going to be another Silent Hill game. It ain't going to be Silent Hill 1 because they explicitly stated 6 months ago they have interest in making Silent Hill 3. I will fucking kill you. I will find you, and I will kill you. If you touch my favorite Silent Hill game, I will burn your fucking house down. I swear to God, no, you make Silent Hill 1. I agree with Rob. Make Silent Hill 1. You touch Silent Hill 3, I will take it as a personal fucking insult, because that's my favorite Silent Hill game. And you thought I was pissed with Silent Hill 2? You thought I was pissed? Y'all won't fucking hear from me for a year. I will go fucking ghost quiet they remake Silent Hill 3 and make it as garbage as Silent Hill 2 remake was. The fuck? What the fuck? And this is all coming off of Bloober saying we'll never work with KONAMI again. Yeah, you caved after 3 months. You're cucks. You're fucking cucks. You're bigger fucking cucks than a fucking cuckold sitting in the corner while I'm gonna stop. This is rated PG-13 with all the fucks I just said. I am so angry at this. I am hideously pissed. And if you seriously want to know why, in my review, it's there. I live streamed it at its native 1080p on a 4070. Go watch the terrible frame pacing. Go watch it all. It's there. The streams are on my live stream channel. They're there. The proof is fucking in the pudding. I have this shit. and then they want to make another game? How about you don't fucking use Unreal Engine 5, which is known to run like shit on everything? I fucking hate Silent Hill. They're turning Silent Hill into Star Wars. They're fucking ruining it. No. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I'm done.
You know what?
Kim,
The best
we'll find out in October because I'm buying this digitally.
Oh, you don't have to. You don't have to, because I'll show up next to you and I'm going to watch you play it. And then I'm going to bring an original Xbox and a PS2. And then we're going to play the...
You see, the thing is, oh, okay, go ahead.
JR,
Monsterverse Rodan comes in and says, JR pretty much summed up why I don't want Bloober to touch Castlevania.
Yeah, I am 100% on board with that now. Absolutely. This team is incompetent.
They have never made an optimized game. Before Silent Hill 2, they made a game called The Medium. And it has the original composer of the Silent Hill franchise doing the music, and it's Silent Hill inspired. Great! I'm gonna fucking play it. Why does it run at 15 frames per second on the Series X? Oh, I know why. Because they don't know how to optimize shit. They don't know.
Let me ask a question.
Yeah.
We're assuming it's Silent Hill.
No, I would put money it's Silent Hill 3. I will literally put money.
That was my follow-up. Is it because that this Silent Hill 2 remake sold?
Yes.
Yeah, it's sold.
Entirely because of that, because it's sold
Silent Hill 3
very well.
Silent Hill 3 is the second most popular Silent Hill game of all time, which I'm not against. Silent Hill 3 is my personal favorite. It's a direct sequel to the first. The story's fantastic. The characters are great. The monster designs, the creativity, it's off the fucking walls. It's amazing in every perspective. The problem is you're gonna let hacks fuck with it. And they already fucked up a timeless classic. Right, so you're gonna let them fuck up S-tier gold fucking standard Silent Hill?
So the reason why I was so ignorant as to this team and what their reputation is because, well, I have something to admit to you guys.
Oh no.
I am a pussy bitch baby and I do not play horror games.
That's fair.
I've never played Silent Hill.
Get out of here.
I've never played Silent Hill. I've never played Resident Evil.
You know what? I love you because we watched Sonic together, so that we're fine in that regard. But Spider-Man comes in and goes,
Silent Hill 2 Remake is one really well-sold scam. Yes!
So is the presidential election of 2024. Wait, what?
And it was in my top 10. I believe it was number 2 or 3 on my worst list. And yes, it wins awards and all this shit because it's predetermined to do that. It's going to. Actual audiences that pay attention to technicals since the game has come out have been sitting here like, why the fuck and what the fuck? Major YouTube news outlets like Digital Foundry have sat here and explained why the technical issues persist, and they're like, it takes 10 minutes to fix.
All right, listen.
Rob, I am so sorry for because I saw your face.
It's okay because I'm gonna force you to fucking play it.
Oh no!
I'm buying it once it comes out in October.
It's time to move on for this because this is not the end. There's more. There's lot more. There's plenty more, and holy shit, we're going deep in this one, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. But they'll probably do Silent Hill 1. It'd be fine. Don't worry about it. Stop being about that.
I hope so. Leave 3 alone. Do 1. It needs it. Even with performance issues, I would play it and probably give it a better review than Silent Hill 2 just because it hasn't been touched since 1999.
All right. Watch it be a remake of Silent Hill Downpour instead.
I'd be okay with it because that game is shit.
Yes, it is.
Listen. They're remaking Gradius. End of story.
What the fuck is this?
End of story. What? Gradius is their fucking R-type. That's Konami's R-type is Gradius. The fucking space shooter side scroller. But
I know all about it.
let's go.
Let's
It's
go.
time to talk toys.
Hey!
Because Toy Fair is here and it ain't fair.
This is Rob's bread and butter.
I'm locked in, baby boy.
All right. There's a lot of shit that happened over the last 24 hours.
Yes.
As we got a comment coming in and Toy Bros, it's time. You know it. You know it. All right. Toy Fair is here and it ain't fair. Over the last 24 hours, we've started to get leaks of Toy Fair. That's happening like right now, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely
tomorrow.
All right. Tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
1st to the 4th.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, fucking yeah.
But we've got a lot of leaks. We've got things that was already shown. And my brother Rob here, who is a collector. And by the way, you check the chat. Get that Super 7 bundle right there. All right? Come on. Click that link. Click that link.
Take a deep breath.
There's some stuff to go over.
Yes.
There is some stuff to go over.
Yeah.
It starts, let's say, with, I guess, Super 7, right?
All right.
Am I? Oh, you know what? You know what? I'm not even gonna fucking put the sound on. I'm not even gonna put the sound on.
Yeah, do it. Do the sound. Do the roar. Do the roar.
Do the roar.
Yeah, man.
That's what you're getting.
Octopus Rodan says, I will for Batra. I don't know the context, but if it's Super 7, don't do it.
Do
All
it.
right,
Do
Don't
it. Do
listen
the
to
affiliate
JR.
link.
Do it.
So here's the deal.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. We've got a lot of leaks. Yeah, and I mean, we're not going to get through all of it. Honestly, we can't. But I promise that hopefully on Sunday, we'll have a Sunday brunch-ish type of thing. We'll do a live stream and we'll talk all about Toy Fair. What I want to talk about here right now, though, is a couple of things that ain't sitting well with me. But we'll say Super 7. Super 7 dropped their shit early, right? You got the Mothra, you got the Rodan, you got the double pack. I know JR doesn't like the idea of having to buy them both together to get a DLC pack, but fuck it, it's fine. It looks good, no doubt.
I mean, why are we surprised? They've been doing that since Space Godzilla and Mogura.
No, it's not that. It's just they're CG pictures. Like usual, that's not what they look like. They never look like that.
But it's going to be as close as possible. Like, I can't see it being not looking like that. And in all honesty, are you
open your minus Goji?
home and be like, that's...
I love their minus Goji.
I will. So, Super 7, Mothra, Batra, Godzilla, Battle for Earth. Let's go. Where's Godzilla? Is that going to happen? Super 7. I don't know. I'm not mad if it doesn't, but is it going to happen? Rob, is it going to happen? Could it happen?
It very well possibly might. There's been many a whisper, and we will see in time just what Super 7 has in store. I have faith. We'll see something of it.
I'd like Ultimates that cover show one of these days, but they're still on Haze.
Well, you see, here's the thing there, Gam. In order to get there, we need this wave to do gangbusters.
So
Gotcha.
buy those bundles at the link in the fucking comment section as Spider-Man swings back in and goes.
I hate Hesai Mothra. I just want Batra. Listen, the
I
movie
agree.
Monster series exists.
No, Hold the fuck on here, hombre. Oh boy, here it comes.
Oh
I'm
no.
unleashing. You do not fucking suggest that steaming pile of I don't give a fuck off energy that Bandai dared to fucking put out and charge $28 fucking for. You don't fucking do that because that is the goddamn laziest, the absolute poorest, the fucking antithesis in every single fucking grammatical goddamn way how not to do one of your big five fucking kaiju in vinyl fucking format. I will, to the day I fucking die, to the day I goddamn perish, to the day that I am soaked in cannoli fucking icing.
Oh, I can't wait for that day.
Given to that of the Sopranos lore fucking scriptures, will never, ever support a movie monster series Mothra that looks like fucking that. I will forever pay $85 for fucking Super 7's Ultimates and their Mothra, because regardless of how you feel, regardless of how fucking rendered a final product looks, will always look better than what Bandai squeezed out of their tight little pale gray butthole through the fucking cheeks, to the gums, down the gullet, and into the stomach of that of a consumer. It will always, always be better. And I have not seen a final fucking product. And I can tell you, keep wagging your fucking finger at me and tell me I'm fucking wrong.
I will. Here's my Blue Eyes White Dragon, the Super 7 Super Mecha Godzilla. That is a giant pile of shit that defined how shit Super 7 Ultimates really is.
That's not
I'll
true.
combat that. I'll
combat
fucking
that.
combat that
So
because
will I.
that's how you feel. That is how you operate.
And
That is
that's
how
fair.
you and people operate. But let me fucking tell you something when it comes to on-screen representation in the form of a fucking figure. You can say that Super 7 is glossy. You can say that their quality is shit. You can say that there is fucking issues. But one thing that they have always done is fully fucking painted a figure.
No, that Super Mecha Godzilla isn't fully fucking painted.
He doesn't need to be fully fucking painted because he was a chromium
Yes, he
goddamn
does!
nerd.
Super
The man
Mecha
had
Godzilla does!
nothing.
What are we talking about
The
here?
man had nothing. He was
80
silver and black. That was
You're
it.
telling me, hey,
LOIs,
look,
LOIs.
you may have paid 28 or whatever for Mothra Batra. I paid $12 each. 12. And I got my money's worth versus the fucking 95. And then they didn't even tell me it came with wrist rockets, so I ended up throwing those away without
That's
realizing
your
they were in the
problem,
package.
good sir.
That is my problem. But then they don't paint it, and then it don't move, and then it falls apart, and then the hand breaks off because it's made out of the shittiest plastic known to mankind. I'm sorry.
Let me tell you something.
$28 versus 80 to 90. It's no.
Let me fucking tell you something.
Can I just chime in real quick before
'Cause
you?
I'm not even fucking talking about that. I'm talking about
Guess I can't.
properly representing a fucking character. Bandai didn't fucking do that. They didn't. They did a very piss poor fucking job of it. If you think unpainted legs and blank bottom of the wings is fine for that fucking price tag, I'm sorry. I can't agree, but I still love you. I'm gonna make out with your asshole.
Yeah,
after
listen, suck my asshole.
We
I
didn't
will.
even get to unpopular opinion yet, and here we are.
That's okay. I'll still make people mad with my unpopular opinion.
I hear you, because I got one too.
Listen, at the end of the day, and I'm gonna cut this off right now. Regardless of what you choose to buy and or spend, I just went on a fun little rant. That's all. If you don't want to buy Super 7 Mothra, you don't have to. If you'd rather buy Movie Monster Series Mothra, you absolutely can. It's a budgeted fucking release. But it's a budgeted fucking release that looks like an extra budgeted fucking release for one of Toho's most fucking decorated kaiju of all time. And that in and of itself is a fucking travesty. Ray, take it away.
I'm gonna say, the Super 7 argument. I gotta disagree with my brother JR there because, that Space Godzilla that they put out that looked like a Trendmaster color. That is a fantastic fucking figure. Kudos to you,
Hey,
Super
I
7.
mean, I don't keep up with Super 7. The only Super 7's Ultimates that I own is 89 Goji, Biolante, and -1 Godzilla. That's it.
Listen. I canceled that one. Sorry, I canceled that one. If you want my take on Super 7, my videos are there. It is my opinion, but Haya's coming out. Haya comes out with a price. Super 7 comes out with a price. Bandai, Ichiban Show, Monster Arts, X Plus, they all come up with these prices, and I just sit here and say, maybe money could be allocated from your pocket elsewhere with some of these. That's all I'm trying to say. And sorry, Gam, go ahead.
From what I own, right, I don't mind it because, for one, the tails, they stay in their positions. I love Super 7's tails, at least with -1. At least with -1.
Yeah.
Did you get the tail in to the body?
Yes.
Did you get the tail in?
Yeah, did you get it in? Like,
I did.
because, I did with the original, but with the fucking atomic blast, I couldn't.
Well, that's because the fucking spikes were hanging out of its fucking tail. That's your
I don't
fault.
have the atomic blast. I do want the atomic blast. Is that still available? Is that sold out?
I think Big Bad still had it, but that's the thing. Like, these originally would sell out on Big Bad and haven't been lately.
Speaking of selling out, you fucking sellouts, and speaking of Super 7, you fucking sellouts. February 20th, 8 days ago, all of a sudden, in the chat, we were all just chilling. Boom! Super 7 puts up Meltdown Godzilla. Something that wasn't supposed to be a thing, right? Because it was sold out. It was done. It was fuck, he comes back. Oh, shit, what the fuck? I go and I purchase a 2-pack because I don't have Destroyer yet. So I go spend the fucking almost $200. I don't care. It was like $198, whatever it was. So I can have a second version of Meltdown Godzilla. Now I can open one.
Worth it.
Perfect. Today I go check because I was like, I bought that shit, and Super 7 is really fucking quick on the fucking trigger. You buy something, that shit shows up 3-4 days later. It's 8 days. So I go and I check my fucking emails, and apparently my purchase was unfulfilled. Oh. So Super 7, I just want to say this to you, and I'm not gonna spend all my hate here because the next one I'm gonna go fucking ham. But Super 7, I love you. I love your reactions. Your 89 Godzilla wasn't it though. I'm gonna be honest with you. You should fix that just a little bit on the reaction. I don't hate it, but ain't it. Everything else is fucking fire. But Super 7, man, I'm a fucking fan. I'm a fan. Why you do me dirty like that? Why you gonna do that shit?
Unfulfilled, doesn't that just mean they haven't shipped it yet?
No, it just means that they didn't fucking have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got too many orders in from how many stock they had. So
see, and I saw that picture earlier. I was like, just wait till it ships. It's fine. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. You can pat me.
If you want Destroyer, he's on BBTS right now.
No, I don't care about Destroyer, to be honest with you. I wanted another fucking Meltdown so I can open that one and make out with it. That's my point.
Open. You have it. Just open it.
No. That shit stays in there. That shit's gonna pay for my funeral. Are you fucking kidding me?
Jesus Christ.
Listen.
What happened to him? Meltdown. Oh, really? Yep. That's how it goes.
Yeah, and it's gonna be in fucking July of this year because I'm gonna say something next to him while we're playing Mortal Kombat that makes him have a heart attack.
Not, no, yet. But anyhow, Super 7, I love you, but why? Why you do this? It kills me. But it doesn't kill me as much as the next fucking topic.
Oh.
Stop! No!
Goodbye, Uncle Todd. Rest in peace.
Not allegedly. You know it's not alleged anymore. You know it's not alleged. It's real. It's happening.
It's happening.
Uncle Todd.
Until I hear from Uncle Todd's mouth.
No, listen, man. Listen. I've done resigned myself. I am a Spider-Man.
Yeah, booze now.
God help us all.
It's true.
God save us. Avenged Sevenfold.
We're returning to the duck feet era, boys.
So my initial unpopular opinion was going to be something along the lines of collecting. And it still is, in a sense. We'll get to that in the next segment, the final segment. But I realized when this news dropped, I couldn't do that because this news dropped and it ruined me. Because for the past 2 years now, I've been collecting. I restarted collecting. I was a collector for a long time. I've been collecting since like the early 90s, you know. And I would just buy a lot of stuff. And hey, games, mute your mic real quick. Yeah, I've been collecting for a long time, since the early 90s. I stopped. I picked up again for like maybe a year. Then I would stop. You can't do this, right? But for the past 2 years, it's been a steady flow of boxes showing up at my door or me going to a store and buying things. And I ain't got no room, right? I own a house. I got 2 fucking floors, 2 stories, got a garage. Room is running out. It's being very limited. But 2 things I made room for. Super 7, Reaction Line, and Uncle Todd's DC Multiverse. Because these 7-inch figures meant the world to me. They were doing things that I didn't think would ever be done. And I was like, yeah, no, I need to buy that. Oh, no, I got to buy that one too. I got to get that one now. And next thing you know, I've got a plethora of fucking DC figures from Uncle Todd McFarlane, right? To find out just yesterday, that it's coming to an end in 2026. And that Mattel, you sons of bitches, Mattel, you silly sons of bitches, go make a motherfucking Jurassic Park fucking toy or some stupid shit. Mattel got the rights back to DC. And I just, for the life of me, can't see myself collecting anymore. Like, I'm done. I'm finished. I'm done. I'm not going to do it anymore.
Collecting is canceled.
You fucked up. Mattel, why? Your shit is trash. It's not trash. I can't say that. It's not for collectors. It's not for collectors. When I buy a fucking McFarlane figure, whether I open it or not, I want to admire it. I want to look at it. I want to say, oh, I love this comic book. I can't believe they did that. And my point is, this Tuesday, on the 20th, or was it last week? Whenever it was, the 20th. It was last week, the 20th. Amazon was supposed to drop a pre-order because it was an Amazon exclusive for a Todd McFarlane Killing Joker. And from fucking 5:30 in the morning, since I've been at work, till the news dropped that it got canceled. Not that it got canceled, it got delayed indefinitely. No idea what was going on. I kept refreshing every 5 to 10 minutes. Amazon in the middle of work. I do whatever I gotta do. Run to the computer real quick. Refresh. Did it pop up yet? No. Okay. Run back. Do whatever I gotta do. Run back. Refresh. Nope. Got fucking delayed indefinitely. Now listen. I've got a Killing Joke Joker, but it's not the Killing Joke Joker. It's from the 3 Jokers, but it is that Joker. That shit cost my wife $105 because that shit is hard to find. Now, I begged her to buy that for me for my birthday. She did, and I opened it. $105. I opened it. I don't give a fuck. I opened it. And I love it. But this one was an actual Killing Joke Joker. And I wanted it. And I needed it. It was in my fucking veins, and it was coming out on the 20th, and then it wasn't coming out. And why? What's going on? And then yesterday we find out that DC ain't that McFarlane ain't making these toys no more. And you know what? Fuck Mattel. And fuck collecting. I got about 3 things on my bucket list, and one of them ain't happening no more. You know what ain't happening? The Superman Godzilla Todd McFarlane box set ain't happening no more. It just ain't happening.
Nope.
So I'm gonna have to get the Flash Titano one, even though that Titano is just a fucking repurposed Kong with a couple of fucking rips on the arms and the faces are metallic. But this shit, in all honesty, this is my most tragic news of the week. Because I fucking loved what McFarlane Figures was doing with the DC universe. And now it's over. I got a year and some change left. And I don't know if I want to even fucking put any of my money into it. But I digress. Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck. I'm sorry. Whoever wants to pick it up, pick it up. I'm crying in the corner.
Listen, Monster vs. Rodan comes in, and then I got some shit to say. Uncle Todd's Superboy Prime was my first purchase. He'll never get another good figure again. Feels terrible. Yeah, I've got him up there with my Dark Knight's motherfucking death metal fucking collection. I love it. The redemption of Superboy Prime. Here's what I'm going to say about this. And I directly put this towards the wifey because my birthday's next week. Just buy me dark side. I need a dark side. McFarlane lost the license. The fuck am I supposed to do with this? Just buy me dark side. Because I want a dark side figure. Because now I'll never get a motherfucking dark side figure from McFarlane. This is bullshit. And yes, that was a Creed song. I sing that to her. I sing that to her at least like 5 days a week in the morning before work. I want a dark side figure. The Justice League one where he's sitting in the fucking chair. That's all I want. That's all I fucking want. Anyways, this is a sad day. Because I've been collecting McFarlane DC since the Batman came out. Actually, probably even before that. I've been getting them, because I had the Batman Who Laughs before that. So I've been like off and on collecting, but it was really like end of last year, beginning of this year, where I really started collecting. Like, I got all the Dark Knight's Death Metal, Dark Knight's Metal, minus one figure, and I don't care about Build-A-Figures, so I just don't care. I got the ones that matter. You know, I have multiple Batman Who Laughs, and I finally have the 3 Robin Goblins, and then I chained them up, built a diorama for it, and fucking... She got me the Joker Dragon for fucking Christmas, and it was just awesome. And I just like got into this. Like and reading the comics, I'm getting more into the comics, so I'm wanting to get different figures. Like I got the Batman v Superman fucking line, minus the trench coat Batman, because I don't care about that. I got armored Batman. And it's just like, McFarlane was doing shit that I want. And it was like, it was good. And I agree with you, G1. I agree with you. They were for the collectors.
Yep.
Because it's like, it's collectible cases. You could admire them. And when you open them, you get the figure, but you get the collectible cards. I literally, this past week, took half of the cards and framed them. I did my Dark Knight's Metal and Death Metal and Batman vs. Superman in one frame. I framed all the fucking cards. It looks amazing. Hanging above my record player where my Dark Knight's Death Metal soundtrack sits on vinyl.
That's funny because I use my cards as bookmarks for my comic books.
See, that's fucking dope. I must start doing that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. But it's like, it drives me crazy. Mattel is shit. And people on Twitter, and I was seeing this the past couple of days, they're like, oh, thank God it's going back to Mattel. Why?
What?
Why? Why? Why are you saying that? What the fuck did McFarlane do to you?
Scale.
Yeah.
Scale my ass.
Scale.
But the problem with Mattel is it's cheap.
That's
It just comes off as cheap. It's McFarlane, like, they're not the greatest shit in the world with some of the figures. I'll admit it. Some of them I look at them, I'm like, you could have been done better. But it's like, what's the alternative? You gonna spend $300 on the statue? Or are you gonna go to Hot Toys? Or are you gonna pay $20 to $30? There's no middle ground here. And Mattel's just gonna make it cheap again.
You're gonna do $70 on a Mafex?
Mafex is garbage, dude.
No, it's not. Mafex is not garbage.
I'll have to look into them again. The last time I fucked with
there, my fucking Magneto, they're pretty good.
To be fair, the last time I fucked with Mafex is when I had my toy store and we got those Ripleys in, and we literally opened 3 Ripleys out of the package, and out of the box they were in pieces. Like they just fell apart opening them. So
Yeah.
I had no faith in Mafex. They could have got better. That's just from what I know, but that was back in 2018, 2019.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I've always had that, like, Mafex, and I haven't fucked with Beast Kingdom either, but I don't know. And then Figuarts, I'm familiar with Figuarts from, like, the Monster Arts and the Bandai shit. It's hit and miss. I don't know. McFarlane just did it for me, you know? It really did.
See, that's what I'm trying to get at. McFarlane's DC was the budget version because...
Well, I mean, like, sometimes it's not even just budget. It's like...
No, for me, it was budget because it was like, yo, I'd spend $25 to $30 on this figure. No problem. I'd spend $45 to $50 on one of these bigger figures. No problem, right? But then I look at something like a fucking NECA GMK figure and I'm like, this shit sucks. Why did they spend $60 on this?
Well, and what's fucking crazy, too, is, like, McFarlane would do the vehicles and shit from all these DC, because I have the Bat Cycle from the Batman. That fucking thing cost me $15 brand new.
Yeah,
Granted,
on sale, bro. Come on.
I did get it on sale, but the retail price was $30. And it fucking steers and the wheels move. It comes with a stand. And I was just like, what is, like, McFarlane not doing DC? I can't.
Listen, at the end of the day, what it comes down to is I gotta buy a Batwing and I gotta buy the Batmobile from Batman Beyond. Both of them is out there. They're both $70 and I gotta get them now. Cams, what do you think about this news?
So people who are saying that this is a good thing are fucking crazy. Because does anybody remember the Mattel era of DC figures? Does anybody remember the duck feet, the weird proportions, the glossy fucking plastic? Oh, what the fuck are we doing, bro? Like, when it was revealed the first time, because, you know, when Mattel first lost the license and it went to Spin Masters and McFarlane, people were fucking ecstatic. So why are we now going back to being ecstatic for Mattel? What is this what is this erasure of history and the collective's fucking amnesia? This is gonna suck. This is gonna suck hard. And I don't know why anybody's excited for this.
It's going backwards. Like, that's how I feel personally. And I'm sorry. Like, this pissed me off. It really did. Because G1 and me have been collecting. Like, we're constantly in the group chat. Like, yo, I found Power Girl at Walmart. Motherfucker, I got Power Girl and fucking Hal Jordan. Motherfucker, I found Action Comics Superman. Like, we're doing this shit like almost every week. And it's gone now. It's gone.
It's gonna be gone, and it's gonna be replaced with whatever the fuck Mattel's gonna do. Like, let me tell you from firsthand experience what their higher end quality quote unquote figures are. This is the Hammond collection for Jurassic World. Yeah. The Hammond collection Tyrannosaurus. I love that figure, but we want to know what one of its very admittedly few flaws is the fucking feet. All right, Mattel can't fucking do feet to save their life, be it a dinosaur or a person. This is gonna suck.
No, and it's not even just that. Like, I have that T-Rex. I found it on discount, brand new. Bought it. And the feet, yeah. The eyes, yeah. The paint, yeah. And the joints and articulation, yeah. We've gone backwards. We've not only gone backwards, we went backwards to 30 years ago. I have fucking packages of vintage DC Batman figures from like Batman Forever unopened on my wall. I'm like, we just went back to that shit.
Yeah.
We went back.
All right, real quick.
Spider-Man, who doesn't have this problem because he's owned by fucking Hasbro, comes in. Revisionist history with Mattel. It won't get better. No, it won't. It won't. And this is, we're in dark days. We are in very dark days with DC collecting.
Rob, I'm gonna get to you last because you are that collector dude. You're the toy guy. God. God, I'm sorry. I know my days are numbered here, right? Are we going to get 5-inch scale Mattel figures of the DC universe? What do you think?
He's dead.
He's dead.
He's dead. Did he hear me?
Rob?
He's looking around.
Oh, I didn't know you were talking to me.
I totally called your name, brother.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Get it together. Stop. Drink more.
No, ask that question again.
I know that this is the end for me in terms of DC, right? Because I love my McFarlane. Yeah. Are we going to get 5-inch figures from Mattel?
I have a feeling that's what it's going to be. And I have a feeling the decision was ultimately made because Mattel has a quicker and cheaper output on the products than McFarlane does.
Mm.
And I mean, it's what Toho did with Playmates. Tried and true. It's like, y'all can get a product out quicker and in a bigger number because you can do it on the cheap and we don't have to pay you much. I am pretty confident in saying that is the main reason why this is happening. So we could very well get 5-inch, very toyetic looking figures. Or, no, that's probably all we're going to get. But to add a little bit of hope, to add a little bit of sincerity to all of this, things don't look good, but we have yet to hear from McFarlane. I was just in the middle of checking to see if they said anything. And we don't officially know that McFarlane is out of the game.
Ugh,
we don't.
We don't. We really don't. Now, Mattel does apparently and reportedly have access to absolutely everything DC at this point. They do. That was part of the initial announcement. There were some things that were redacted from the original article that stated certain things, in mostly towards that of Spin Master. That article was edited and it is currently back up, and it doesn't mention any of that. So it's a very slim possibility. Very, very slim. And I'm not telling y'all to hold out hope because I don't want to break y'all's hearts. I don't.
It's already broken.
Yeah. But I do feel Mattel is more than likely just going to be doing a little bit more of the same of what they were doing before they lost the license. Yes.
Fuck. You know what? I see Mattel doing the animated series that is coming out for Max, like My Adventures with Green Lantern, My Adventures with Superman, Starfire. I can totally see that. And you know what? That might work. The animated stuff, the cartoon shit works. But when it came to bringing the comic books to life, man, Uncle Todd had a fucking stranglehold on that. As we go to the comments right here and go, who's that?
So, Wifey says, no more DC McFarlane, huh? Then you're going to lose your shit when you see the gift I got you on Sunday. Next Sunday. Since it'll be rare at this point. Smiley face. Listen. This Sunday, you giving me a present this Sunday? My birthday's next Sunday. Not only that, I have a present that I'm going to be opening today on stream. She brought me a present. Early birthday presents. What is this shit? It's beautiful.
Wait, it doesn't factor into the fucking docket.
I know, it's crazy. She just sprung it on me. We'll do it after unpopular opinion.
No, after unpopular opinion, it's time for us to go to bed, motherfucker. Speaking of unpopular opinion, it is time, ladies and gentlemen. You love it. We hate it. It's time for unpopular opinion. My favorite segment at the end of every month. We started it last month. Rob ran through some people. Hopefully we get another one of those today. We'll see what happens as another comic comes in. And
Spider-Man says, I've been waiting for this. For Mattel to get the DC license?
No.
All right, so here we are. Unpopular opinion. All right, you love it, we hate it. Gam, I'm going to start with you.
Oh, all right. Just right off the bat, here we go. So, I'm gonna say certain things. I'm not gonna name names, but if you recognize the description that I'm about to give you, the weave that I'm about to wove, then you'll know. All right. So, there's an artist out there that I don't think he deserves the recognition that he has. All right. He may draw a kaiju really, really good, especially in that 124 issue series on IDW. Although one of the artists that did the middle part, some of the middle issues, did it a lot better. I don't like the way he draws his people. His people suck. I don't like the fact that he's monopolized drawing in Godzilla conventions. He has Toho's blessing. What did he do to deserve that? He drew kaiju good? Huh? What? There's plenty of people who could draw kaiju good. Real good. There's also plenty of people out there that fucking trace, but we're not going to get into that.
Ben Affleck.
But,
all right, reference.
You know, I people worship the ground that this man walks on. And I don't think he deserves it. I don't think he's earned it. He's never been part of the movies. I don't even think there's an official fucking Blu-ray cover. Yeah, he's selling Blu-ray covers on his fucking web store, but that's unlicensed fucking fan art bullshit that Toho lets him do and nobody else, which I don't like that practice. Again, I'm not naming names. I'm not going to name names. But yeah, I'm calling this boy out. I don't think your fame is warranted. I think you draw people like shit. You may draw kaiju good, but even then, some of your earlier works, like a certain Biolante that you drew with tits, what the fuck was that? I think everybody now knows who I'm talking about, so I'm just gonna leave it there.
You know,
Matt Frank.
You know what's crazy? My man Matt Fraction is going to Batman real soon, and I cannot wait for Matt Fraction to be on the Batman. Because you know what? He does a great fucking job. He's a great writer. Matt Fraction, you're the best. But if you're talking about artists, I have no idea what you're talking about. That guy.
Uh-huh.
That is a very unpopular opinion. And
Monsterverse Rodan says, "Hesai bros, I'm nervous."
yeah, it's an unpopular opinion. And that last week when Rob went ham, he also comes in and goes,
I agree with Gam Gam. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the next comment,
okay,
Justin. This is my homeboy Justin says, "What you eating, pig? Listen, I'm gonna be cooking you some fucking Italian sausage tomorrow on the grill with some red sauce and linguine. So shut the fuck up. I'm eating tacos. I love you."
Kicking on a grill in Idaho in fucking February.
Oh,
March,
dude.
actually.
Yeah. March is tomorrow. Yeah. It's like 60 degrees out. Of course I'm grilling.
Yeah,
I was grilling in 6 degrees, but
I was grilling today.
yeah,
we hit 80 degrees this week, and I was like, it's fucking February. We hit 80? Oh god, summer's gonna suck.
Oh, don't tell me that. I gotta drive to your ass in summer.
Tell me about it. All right, here we go. That was Gam Gams. JR, what's your unpopular opinion?
You know, I got a lot. From Minecraft to Cannibal Holocaust
Choose
to
one.
PC gaming. It's a lot, but you know what? My unpopular opinion, Marvel fanboys, Marvel in general, I'm coming after you.
Uh-oh.
Because I'm just going to say it. DC has better stories. DC has better characters, heroes, and they don't just do run-of-the-mill shit that placates to the base brain audience that sit here and get into the early screenings of Superman and say it's garbage. I'm sorry. I'm pissed. I'm pissed at Marvel fans. You know, Brave New Anus came out this past, 2 weeks ago? And it really did push the boundaries of how far an anus could stretch before people are just like, I'm out the fucking theater. Why'd I pay to see this? And it just didn't do good. And for the longest time, Marvel fans were like, oh, fucking Marvel can do no wrong. Kevin Feige, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you can do wrong. Now, Deadpool and Wolverine was in my top 10 last year. It was. It's a good fucking movie. But what the fuck else have you done that's worth a shit lately? Nothing. I just watched, in a span of a month, every Snyderverse DC film. And I sit here and I say, fuck! There's some good movies in here. They're not all great. But compared to like what Marvel's doing now, lately, fuck, even in some of phase 2 and 3, I'm sorry. And even with some of the Marvel comics that I own, have read, others that I've skimmed over, watched Linkara videos on, I'm not gonna fucking deny I watch a lot of Linkara.
Listen, I recently have been self-reflecting and reanalyzing the MCU's version of Spider-Man, and I may have a second unpopular opinion, but I'll save that for next month.
Yeah, it's just kind of the situation where it's like Marvel, like, I'm not saying you shit the bed, but I'm just saying, like, Marvel fanboys, chill the fuck out. Because I'm sorry, Snyder cut Justice League is, I'm gonna fucking say it, is a more character-driven, fleshed out film than all the Avengers movies. I fucking said it. I don't care. I'm done. And I know all the Avengers movies, they had their tie-in movies that were supposed to lead up to this. Yeah, I really love Thor 1 and 2. Ragnarok was good, but yeah, I'm glad I fucking sat through those two pieces of shit. Oh yeah, Iron Man 2 and 3. Yeah, those were fucking bullshit. Let's stop pretending. Snyder did Batman v Superman was ass. Man of Steel was fantastic, and the Snyder cut of Justice League, that fucking shit is so good. I'm fucking sorry. Maybe it's that DC fanboy in me that's fucking just enveloped me lately, but it's like, and I love Infinity War, but you have to watch 600 movies to get these characters, where Snyder cut Justice League, it's introducing the Flash and the Cyborg in the movie, and it's like, it also plays, it's like, it doesn't treat you like you're stupid, like you don't know these characters don't already exist and what their shit is. I don't know. I think Marvel fans, just listen. One chromosome, that's all I'll give them.
Good God.
But I don't know, that's an unpopular opinion, and I know one of my good friends will totally agree with everything I'm talking about, because we've been talking about it lately. Marvel fans may have been wrong for a long time, and it may have been like all the Bud Light they're drinking. Whereas us DC fans, we're sitting here with some fine tea and our combed handlebar mustache going, yes. You know, as I own a $3,000 PC or whatever.
Yeah, you fucking elitist. I'm about to cancel you as.
Monsterverse Rodan says, my unpopular opinion, modern Sonic the Hedgehog does not look good with short quills. I hate being that guy, but I despise how he looks with them. He doesn't need to look like classic Sonic, but he still exists. But when he still exists. Anyone who doesn't see how ruins his design needs to get their eyes checked, or better yet, removed.
The only motherfuckers in here that understand what you just said are me and Rob. And let me just say, Monsterverse Rodan, I sort of agree. I think Sonic looks best when they're not too long, but they're also not too short. He looked his best in Sonic Adventure 2 with that length of quills. Sonic 06, way too fucking long. Sonic Unleashed and Generations, that's like borderline too long. But SA2 Sonic, mwah, mwah.
All right. Well, Rob, what is your unpopular opinion?
How do you feel knowing that the best iteration of King Ghidorah was in a gacha machine?
What? Wait. I gotta prepare myself.
Let me tell you something.
Great, this is great.
Let me tell you something. Showa era, it started things off. Heisei era made it a fucking unloved fucking goddamn ginger child that nobody wanted to fucking claim at the adoption center.
Wait. Is this a continuation of last month?
Oh, absolutely. Because let me tell you fucking something. Heisei King Ghidorah doesn't even touch the top 6. It doesn't. And, I'm sick and tired of being like here, sitting there and having everybody schlob on knob of fucking 91 King Ghidorah. And you know what, fam? It's a regression. I'm sorry. 64 and even the fucking piss poor quality of the suit in versus Gigan, way better. Way fucking better. But I'm going to take it a fucking step further. King Ghidorah wasn't a massive fucking threat until Godzilla the Planet Eater.
What?
King
of the
Ghidorah.
Monsters?
No, hold on. Because Planet Eater came out first.
That is true, yes.
King Ghidorah, Godzilla's arch nemesis.
Massive quotes there.
In name only.
Keep it going, baby. I love you.
In name only. Where was that dread? Where was that monstrous attitude? Where was that otherworldly feeling to him? Showa era, yeah, that's his roots. You got to start somewhere. Heisei era, yeah, we're going to take a bunch of these butt ugly fucking Furby dolls and we're going to say, yo, drop a bomb on these little ugly bitches and he's going to turn into one of the worst fucking things to ever happen to humanity since canned bread. I say bullshit in fucking tandem with everything that goddamn movie does, mostly in the faults of that of Toho, not the director and or writer. I know better now. So, King Ghidorah, he's got his Mothra trilogy, and, they tried to do something fresh there, but, man, let me tell you, I'd rather jerk off Stalefish than fucking watch those goddamn movies ever again because they're a fucking chore to goddamn get through. So I'll say this much. King Ghidorah has not felt more like a threat than it has in recent day. Godzilla, King of the Monsters, had King Ghidorah possibly touting its most fucking monstrous personality ever in all of the fucking franchise. Godzilla Planet Eater took it a step fucking further and showcased just what a being that exists within and between that of gravity and time could possibly do, honestly making King Ghidorah more terrifying than he's ever been. And then we have Shin Godzilla versus Evangelion, where Shin Ghidorah is quite possibly the peak of the fucking character. A fucking character that swims between gravity and time. A character that showcases just absolute blissful fucking power. And it's fucking beautiful. I spent this week looking at this fucking whatever the fuck goddamn animation it was a part of fucking.
Those MMD animations?
No, not the MMD animations. The ones.
Machine.
The fucking goddamn pachinko. There we go.
I just said. So
Pachinko.
pachinko machine. It's not even canon.
Yeah, it's not even canon yet. It does it better than anything that is fucking canon, which is fucking crazy to me.
I need to watch these pachinko machines.
You do. Godzilla versus Evangelion. Believe me. And let me tell you, fucking fantastic. And I'll take it even in step fucking further. Yamazaki couldn't even do King Ghidorah right.
Ooh.
I mean,
That ride shit. I mean, I'll even go as far to say, even as Godzilla was only kind of halfway there. Thank God we got the final product in -1. But even then, that's a discussion for another day. I will say this. King Ghidorah has never been a threat that has been felt on a magnitude as it has in recent day. And while I do think resting on the laurels of the big five, Godzilla, Rodan, Mothra, King Ghidorah, and Mechagodzilla is exceptionally lame and should be absolutely avoided at all costs for future projects, I will say this much. If you are going to be one of the most fluid genre actors arch nemesis, bring a little bit more to the fucking table. Because in 1991, you were nothing. Sorry. You were nothing. You were nothing more than 3 Furby toys fused together in an admittedly lame fucking design that I am absolutely so ready to own from Hiya Toys. I'm a hypocrite. But in that sense, if you are the big five, feel like you are the big five. Don't feel like you are the big five because fans and Toho told you that this is of the big five. King Ghidorah deserves more. No, Rob, not like this. Not another lashing. I'm sorry, Monsterverse Rodan, but I gotta speak my truth and I gotta speak myself.
Stop hurting him.
Because I feel that Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah 1991 is one of the most hyped up iterations of Godzilla and Ghidorah fighting each other and coming to a fucking climactic end is exceptionally lame. And much like most of the Heisei era, not all, is entirely resting on the laurels of, hey, you loved this monster back in the 60s. And hey, look at this. He comes back and he's got a mechanized third head. He's got a robocock between his two organic fucking balls of his left and right heads. Listen, man.
It's also the worst time travel movie ever made.
All right.
Oh, that on top of it. But it ain't it. Ghidorah deserves more. Have fun with it. And it's just fucking ironic to me that one iteration of him that is considered one of the worst Godzilla movies did him the best, and another iteration of him is exclusive to that of a pachinko machine. I find that fucking hilarious.
What I find hilarious is that, when those fucking figures come out, someone goes ahead and buys them because you know for a fucking fact that those are some of the greatest looking things, whether the movie is good or not. You gotta make money off of fucking terrible shit, right? Go get them, Cookie Monster. Go get them. But that's not my unpopular opinion. Here's my unpopular opinion. And
that's just fact.
It goes back to something I spoke about earlier today. We spoke about DC. And I have an unpopular opinion about something that's coming out real soon. But I'm going back a couple years, maybe a decade and a half. My unpopular opinion is Batman Hush is completely overrated.
Ooh.
Yeah.
1000% overrated. It had everything in the makings to be in one of the greatest Batman stories of all time.
Yeah.
But they absolutely dropped the fucking ball by introducing this Tommy guy. This character that's Bruce Wayne's best friend from childhood. And he's the guy behind everything. You had in that story the greatest comeback of all time, the greatest comeback reveal of all time. When you had the second Robin, Jason Todd, come back to life as Hush, and he could have done the Red Hood. You could have still did that. You could have still did that. And that fucking ended, if I'm not mistaken, I think that was like the 9th issue in that series, if I'm not mistaken. It might have been the 9th issue for that reveal. When that shit happened, it was like, oh my God, it's Jason Todd. Why? Why? Because he knows Batman. Because he knows everything Batman does. Because Batman trained him. And Batman still felt the guilt for letting him die. For letting him get killed by the Joker. Batman still felt the guilt. So that right there was the perfect opportunity to bring back Jason Todd. But they went with Tommy Elliott. A brand new, unknown, whack-ass character, Hush.
Yeah.
Run of the fucking mill. And now we're doing a sequel to that. And don't get me wrong, I love Jeff Loeb and I love Jim Lee. I love both Justice Leagues there. I love both Justice Leaguers there. You understand what I'm trying to say here? JL. I love both Justice Leaguers there. But this shit, on some real shit, is fucking whack. They dropped the ball. Why are we getting a sequel to Hush? What is the purpose? What are you going to do different that anybody did after the first initial Hush that used Hush? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Nothing. Zero. Nathan. You're not going to do nothing. It's fucking whack. It's fucking whack. And it kills me to say that because I am a Batman fan. I love Batman. I love DC. I love Jeff Loeb. I love Jim Lee. But they dropped the fucking ball the first time. And when I see all of this shit, get the Hush Anniversary Edition, get the Hush Director's Cut, get this, get that. Nothing's going to change the fact that you had an opportunity back then to bring back Jason Todd in a very epic way, and you didn't. You settled for someone nobody knew about. You created a new villain, a new rogue for Batman to fucking fight. And now, 20 years later, you want to do a sequel? We've seen him. He's been around. He's been in 2 of 3 games. Stop it. It's not that important. Tommy Elliott as Hush is not that real. It's not that important. It's not. If you'd have done the Jason Todd thing, and they did it, and that's the thing that pisses me off the most, they did it afterwards. And the effect wasn't as strong as it would have been at the end of that fucking issue when Batman goes to Jason Todd's fucking grave. Saw it dug up, and there's Jason Todd standing over it. And who was Jason Todd? Fucking Clayface. Had so much going for it.
It's terrible.
Would have been so fucking great. One of the greatest, if not the greatest Batman stories ever written. And they dropped the fucking batarang. They did. They dropped the fucking batarang. As we go to the comments.
So, my buddy Justin comes in, and this is sarcastic. I feel like we have a shortage of Batman stories. We need more.
You ain't lying.
Spider-Man says Alien over Aliens. I agree with you, Spider-Man.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go at this.
And then we need more movies. Let's reboot it 80 times. Lol, I'm being a sarcastic asshole. I'm sorry. Listen, I get where he's coming from. I do. Because when I'm over at his house and we're watching Batman, he's like, oh my God, just call Superman. I get it. I totally get where he's coming from. I do.
This next comment.
Monsterverse Rodan says, Transformers Prime is better than Generation 1 Transformers. Don't let anyone see us, though, JR. I failed! I have
Oh, you son of a bitch!
Oops.
It's all over.
Canceled.
That was a great popular opinion, though. I got to be honest.
That is good.
That ruffled my feathers more than Rob did.
Ah.
Oh, but listen, seriously, this was a fun one.
Yeah.
Had a good time. All things considered, this was a very unpopular week when it came to the geek stuff.
Mm-hmm. A lot of news. Not a lot of it good.
Not exactly. It just things did not pan out. Things that did pan out this week, I will say, watching the Sonic the Hedgehog trilogy and Knuckles the TV show with Gam Gam, fucking awesome. Even
that was fun.
It was like hit or miss throughout the week. It was, but at the end of the day, it all worked out. It was great. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I can't say nothing else outside of that being fun.
I mean, maybe one of these days we could review it in a G1 versus D1 episode, Ayo.
Oh no, absolutely, we got to do that. But listen, Toy Fair is upon us. There are things that are happening right now, starting tomorrow and Sunday. Join us because Sunday we're going to do a Toy Fair thing where we'll talk about what's going on at Toy Fair. We'll talk about what we're seeing, all the fun stuff. I know Rob is excited because there's some Street Shark shit.
Oh, Mondo.
Uncle Todd lost the fucking rights to DC, but he picked up the rights to Ninja Turtles. I saw that. Mortal Kombat. I saw that. Mondo, yeah. So we're all in. We're all in, just like the Cowboys and Jerry Jones. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this will do it for the Godzilla block. Oh my God! You see what I just did there? You see what I just did there?
Is it Godzilla? Wait. We only talked about Godzilla like during this section.
It's that late in the game, brothers, that I am fucking done. I am ready to eat dinner. It is 3 hours and almost a half. We're getting the fuck out of here. And on that note, I want to thank my co-host, my cohorts, starting with you, Gams. We've been together since about what? 11 o'clock? 11:50?
Yeah, pretty much. Also, ladies and gentlemen, the part of the reason why we started this live stream with an angry tone was because I had lost my cat. During this very live stream, he is now back.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
That's good. I don't think that's the reason why we started it with angry tone, because we were going to be angry all day.
Wait, what the fuck is a cat?
I don't know, but you tell me. But thank you, JR, for joining us.
She got me the SH Monster Expo Kira for my birthday. I read the fucking box. How do you open this fucking thing? Get out! Yes! 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 Yes!
Good for you, man.
So very happy.
Oh, and chat says, Justin says, Rob, you have a great beard. Spider-Man says, see you Sunday, Toy Bros.
See you. Rob, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. As per usual, it's what I look forward to throughout the entirety of the week. Always a fun time chatting with the bros, no matter what.
And that'll do it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank everybody for hanging out and being with us still. Hi, I'm G1. We'll see you next week. Oh my God.
Why you gotta end my night like that?
We are out of here. Peace.